I can edit all this shit out, things like that. But we're live.
Yeah.
There's no red camera or anything like that. Silly nonsense. But
I was enjoying the sound of the rain.
what's that?
I was enjoying the sound of the rain.
Yeah, but it'll get in the audio.
I
and it'll
know.
fuck it up, and then people will be like, "What the fuck? Are you doing this outside?" No, we're not.
What's that white noise in the back?
Yeah, what's that white noise? It's fucking rain because we live on the coast and it rains like a bitch here. Anyway,
It's funny whenever.
party people, I didn't die. We're here. We're back. Hopefully, this will be the beginning of getting some more guests and things like that. We're on number 7.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to the other 6, go. Or don't. Whatever. Listen to this one. This one's cool. Anyway,
It'll be all right.
today, my guest, my best friend Curtis. He's my best. He's a chef. He talks shit about himself, and the fucker cooks good food. If you're not following me on Instagram, you won't see his good food.
Well,
Go do that.
I don't even put my food on.
No, I know
Instagram.
you don't, but I do.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Curtis, how you been, bud? It's been a
Good.
hot minute.
Hanging
Other
in
than
there.
Last night.
Yeah. Hanging in there. You know, COVID and shit.
Fucking stupid ass COVID.
Restaurant keeps opening, shut down, opening,
Yeah,
shut down, opening,
so
shut down.
obviously, tell me how that is being a culinary worker.
So, with the opening and shutting thing, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely messes with your psyche
Mm-hmm.
because you at the point when we were shut down, I was kind of coming up doing really good,
Mm-hmm.
and
Man,
then
you
we
just made Sue, hadn't you?
well, I was a sous for a year,
Oh, okay.
and then I was really making really solid food. I was kind of making waves and stuff, and then all of a sudden we shut down.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like with all that, it kind of just regressed me back down to a different level.
Making good food at home.
Yeah, which was fine. Like it gave me time to work on some recipes and stuff like that, and figure out what I really enjoy cooking and how I like to cook and stuff like
Oh,
that.
believe me, I've been in your kitchen when you're cooking.
So-
I know you enjoy cooking.
But I know a lot of people in the restaurant industry are really struggling.
Absolutely.
But you know, things are opening back up. But the
Mhm.
problem is, a lot of people aren't applying.
I wonder why.
It's because they're making good money on the unemployment.
I wonder what that says about our society, the fact that people can stay on unemployment and then they make better money than they were whenever they were working a job.
Yeah, but I will say the only reason why I stuck around with RX for throughout this whole thing, even though because we were shut down for so long,
Yeah.
is just pure loyalty.
Yeah.
Because I started as a dishwasher 7 years ago,
Yeah.
and then worked my way through. So it would have been
Damn, dude, you must have just started cooking whenever we met then.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I had just started.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, that's the main reason why I've kind of stuck around with
Mhm.
him. You know, I can't really just turn my back on him after the shutdowns and stuff because he struggles as well.
Absolutely.
He's an owner.
Absolutely. I feel bad for everybody that's involved in the service industry.
Mhm.
All of them. Owners, fucking operators, franchise operators, servers, busboys, dishwashers, everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
can you imagine just obviously you had it, but for me, I didn't have that. I mean, I worked I'm a mechanic. We're essential.
Right.
Anyway,
I thought food was essential too. Whoa.
food is essential. That's
Maybe
why
I've
the
had too
grocery
many
stores
glasses.
didn't shut down, my friend. Grocery stores
Oh, I
never
know.
shut down. But $30 a plate restaurants did.
But talent's not essential.
10? No, talent's not essential.
It's not.
There's plenty of fucking hacks that are like, I cook good food and I charge $50 a plate. But your food sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking, how many restaurants do you think we have in just our area where they have real pretty food and it's real Instagrammable, but it's fucking not good?
There's a few. There's a few.
I'd say there's more than one hand.
Yeah, there's a few, but I mean, I'm not trying to shit on anyone.
No,
Everybody's trying to.
yeah, no.
Everybody makes their own money, and those restaurants are still good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Dude, I
But-
went in there and fucking dropped
We had
an exorbitant amount of money on a meat and cheese plate.
we had the discussion on Saturday how where I'm at, the owner doesn't like to be called farm to table. He wants to do a different term because we're really one of the only true farm to table
Yeah.
restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Now, other people, you can legit say your restaurant's farm to table, and you could get veggies from anywhere because it's literally grown on any farm. That's how you get your
If you
shit.
go over to Eagle Island and buy your fucking vegetables, you can say farm to table.
Yeah,
Dude, Eagle Island has good veggies. You
I know.
Eagle Island, Wilmington, North Carolina. This shit is awesome.
It's the best place to get oysters.
Fuck yeah, dude. Their oysters are phenomenal. Fucking, ugh. But like,
The cool thing about that place, it's like stepping back in time.
absolutely.
Which
I
is
remember
really
the
neat.
first time I walked in there, I was like, what the fuck?
They sell like all the old school knee-high
Mhm.
sodas and stuff.
Mm-hmm. There was, so down in Charleston, where I'm from, there were two places. One was the Seaweed Outpost, and I can never remember the name of the other one. It's a blue building. I could literally take you to
I'll
it
say you
right
probably
now.
drive there, just can't remember the name.
Oh yeah, I can take you right to it, and I can take you to both of them. But the one building was kind of like stepping into Eagle Island. You step back in time, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
They have all the fancy coolers and things like that, but it still has like that. It's owned by like a family kind of thing, and there's not a whole lot of like modern shit,
Yeah.
right? But then you go over to Seaweed Outpost, and it was a bit of a rivalry between the two. But you go to Seaweed Outpost, it's like modern step back in time kind of.
Yeah.
Like the floor's wood. There's like racks. Think of them as like general stores.
Right,
That's
right.
literally what they were.
Yeah.
But it was legit. I liked the Seaweed Outpost because it was on the right. Whenever I was going out of Charleston to come here to Wilmington, and so we'd always stop there on the way out. When I was on the way back, I would always stop at the other store because it was on the right and it was easy to get into.
Yeah. Sounds
But-
like some shit my wife would do. It's like, oh, I'm not going to take a U-turn.
I don't like doing U-turns.
No.
Fucking hate it. It's stupid. Wilmington's the fucking dumbest traffic setup in the world.
There's a reason for that.
I don't give a shit.
It's
Doesn't mean I can't bitch about it.
I know. It's because
What's wrong with suicide lanes?
what
Because
happened
people don't know how to use them.
was it was like one of the city commissioners was trying to trying to
Oh yeah, he's a native, so he knows these things. I don't.
yeah, they were trying to I don't know what would you say anticipate
Okay.
the explosion of Wilmington,
Yeah.
but it happened so quick that when they were trying to fix the road system, they didn't.
No.
They couldn't do it.
The infrastructure here is horrendous.
Yeah.
Let's keep stacking these fucking apartments in here and not have any roads or jobs for those people to work at.
Yeah. So that's the issue with the traffic.
Yeah.
Like I remember even whenever the big boom happened,
Mhm.
and if you went up to on College going down to Oleander, you'd be backed up past Pine Valley, where
Well,
I
dude,
live.
that's still.
Like-
That's still.
I mean, but it was stop.
Yeah.
It was like it wasn't go.
We're right there in front of Hugh and Krew, dude. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but I was
We're
like,
at bottlenecks.
Mhm.
It's horrendous.
so that's actually been widened.
You do know widening roads doesn't really fix anything. All it does is give another spot for more cars.
Yeah, but that was the best they could do with it.
Oh, yeah,
It used to be way worse.
Dude, Market Street?
I haven't been down Market forever.
Dude, Market, when it
I don't
gets
fuck
like
with that
into
road.
downtown, it gets this big. It's like fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You're smacking mirrors with people if you're not paying attention.
I saw a dude just like nail a tree on Market because he was right beside another car. They were right beside him.
I was driving. I
He
drove,
might have been drunk, but
possibly. I was driving a rollback, like a tow truck, drop deck deal. I was driving one of those, and I had to drive down Market to go downtown. And I was like, "Fuck it, both of these lanes are mine. All of you can suck it behind me." I didn't care. I was like, "I'm not smacking mirrors.
right.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take both lanes, and y'all can fucking eat it."
There has to be some kind of like not an ordinance, whatever, for not being able to widen that lane.
Well, it's because of where the houses are placed, man.
Yeah, well,
And
the,
we have all that above ground power lines. What are you gonna
the
do with
city
those?
does own all the way up through the sidewalks up there.
No, I get that, but still,
But
if
yeah,
you widen it, what are
there's-
you gonna do? You know, there's nothing you can do. Lanes have to be a certain width.
I hate driving down that fucking road.
Oh, yeah,
My
I hate
aunt
it.
lives right by there.
Yeah, that's why I avoid Market in that little narrow stretch. I
Yeah.
avoid Market like nobody's business.
Yeah.
I stay off of it. But no, it's fucking crazy, dude. I remember whenever I first moved here, like 7.5 years ago. I was like, oh, this is not bad. Kind of reminds me of like Charleston's little brother.
So you came
He's
here
trying to be cool.
when the roads were actually doing okay,
Yeah, they were okay back then.
and now we've boomed again.
Yeah, too many people. But I mean, I was talking to Killian about this. I was like, dude, we were having the same conversation, bitching about the fucking roads and shit. And he's like, dude, you know what fixes roads? And I'm like, I don't know, putting more in. He goes, nope. He said a good public transit system.
Yeah.
If you have buses, guess what? If you put 20 people on a bus, that's 20 cars off the road.
We have buses here. I mean,
Fuck the bus system.
but
Dude,
yeah,
the bus stops are fucking posts on the side of the road.
I know.
Ain't even a proper bus stop.
There is a really big stigma against using them too.
Oh, I wonder
Around
why.
here.
I wonder why.
I mean, we are like the heroin capital of fucking North Carolina.
Well, yeah, that's any port town.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the reason why the bus
There's a
system,
heroin problem there. Go to Savannah, it's a heroin problem there.
that's why the
It's
bus
port
system
town.
sucks.
Yeah. Because it's what? $30 for a bus card that'll last you, what, is that a month or a
I
year
have
or something?
no clue.
I don't know. Killian could tell me. He had one when he lived in Linden. It might be a little different. But yeah, you buy a bus card for, let's just say, fuck it, let's say $50. You get it for a month, you know?
Probably less than. Honestly, that's probably a year pass.
Yeah.
What
But
those fucking things.
you're not gonna drive a car for $50 in a year. No, not even the new electric ones. Hell no. I would love to see all these people that are like, oh, my electric car is so eco-friendly, and it's just I'm not burning fossil fuels or anything like that. Well, let me tell you three things that are gonna break your heart. One, the carbon footprint to get the precious metals to make your precious electric car is bigger than an actual gasoline production car. It's
They
bigger
don't
than
think
a
about
diesel.
that. They have to mine for all that.
Yeah,
and then they got to use all the ships to get all the things.
Yep.
It's way worse.
It's all diesel.
Yeah.
It's all gas. And then I was like, the carbon footprint's bigger than that. It's bigger than a gas car, bigger than a diesel truck. Right? Second, your power bill, cool. You stop filling up for, let's just say, I don't know, average fill up. It's a little crazy right now, but average fill up on like a 15, 20 gallon tank. It's probably like, what, 35?
So for me, I think mine's 15
Yeah.
with premium.
Yeah.
$30.
Yeah, 30
32.
bucks. Yeah, 32. So 30, let's call it a good 30 to 40. Just a nice coverage. I guarantee your power bill's going up higher a month if you broke it down.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the
Yeah,
physics
because we don't
behind
have
all that.
electric cars.
Right.
But I mean,
Because I don't
Yeah.
have a pussy pedal.
if Elon don't come for us, don't. Fucking Darren said some shit that's gonna get me raided by Elon Musk. He's
I
gonna
will say,
say,
I would love that Roadster, though.
bro, Plaid Edition? Fuck you.
That Roadster?
Fucking, I would buy the shit out of that Cybertruck.
Oh,
the
I don't-
Cybertruck.
I don't like the Cybertruck.
It's okay, dude. You can't teach taste. Anyway,
A 5-year-old drew it.
huh?
A 5-year-old drew that thing.
So, what are you mad about?
I'm not mad. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, if you were gonna
I don't-
design a car, that's probably what you would make.
I'm just
it'd
saying.
be
I
boxy as
don't
fuck.
like it.
It's all right.
That's all.
It's all right. Like I said,
We
you
have
can't-
different tastes.
You can't teach taste. It's okay. It's okay.
So you want to drive the Roadster?
Oh, I drive all of them.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
drive any fucking car that you put in front of me. I'll drive a fucking Yugo. I don't give a shit. I love cars.
Yeah.
You know this. And then
Same.
third,
Except for the fucking truck.
that's fair. Third, your little electric car, guess what made a lot of those components? Fossil fuel byproducts.
Yeah.
What they don't understand is that petroleum products go into a lot of different shit, like the insulation on your wiring, your batteries, your lead, your cases, all your tires are fucking petroleum products. You're not getting away from fossil fuels. I get that we need to do something because of climate change and all that and what we're doing.
We could just go all to E85.
No. Absolutely not. And I'll
I'm
fight
kidding.
you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
85 is the worst thing that anybody ever came
It
up
eats
with.
the shit out of all
Oh,
your
it
shit.
fucking destroys everything in an
I know.
engine. Destroys everything.
It destroys your gas tank too. It'll rust that motherfucker out.
Oh, it's the ethanol in it.
Yeah.
But it's like first off, your engine's not going to last as long because ethanol is going to dry your engine out, and that fancy dancy oil that you buy and pay money and we pump out of the ground and turn it into nice synthetic royal purple and stupid shit like that.
Hey. It's all full synthetic.
I mean, dude, that's fine. You drive a Japanese car that has hair tolerances that are thinner than our hair.
Yeah.
So, with America, they can just use crude oil right out of the fucking ground. They're
Yeah.
fine. The tolerances are like my pinky nail. Anyway, it's nonsense, dude. It's like, I get that we need to get away from fossil fuels, and I get that there are some things that we're doing that aren't the greatest. But I think a lot of these people just see they see the front part. They only see
Yeah.
the front, and they're like, it's an electric vehicle, it's better for the environment. What they don't see is the back half, or the back 90% of that.
So what would be better? Would it be a hydrogen vehicle,
That would be a good one.
or instead of electric? Would you say?
I don't know enough about hydrogen. I don't. I remember putting hydrogen fuel cells in a forklift.
Right.
That was legit.
Yeah.
And hydrogen is one of the most abundant elements on Earth.
That's what.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
There's some.
It's here.
There's some right there. There's some here. There's some there. There's a little bit right there. You know what I'm saying? Hydrogen, and not to mention when the hydrogen fuel cells that I put them into forklifts that went to Coca-Cola in Charlotte.
Mhm.
You put hydrogen in, and then water comes out of the tailpipe. Well, what's water? It's H2O, right?
Right.
So it's two things of hydrogen and one thing of oxygen. Well, then you just separate out the hydrogen and then you refuel your fucking fuel cell.
I mean, it's just a full system of.
Yeah, I'm not
It
gonna
refuels
say
itself.
I'm not gonna say it's perfect because I don't know enough about it, kind
Yeah.
of thing. But if hydrogen is a horrendously available fucking element on Earth, and we kind of recycle it back out there, and then all we need to do is work on scavenging technologies to pull hydrogen, and then bringing the cost down and thing like that, we'd probably be perfectly fine with hydrogen. The biggest thing is how do you feel about having a, I don't know, 5,000 psi fucking fuel tank underneath you?
I mean, I don't know. I know
It's a
there's
little
the.
fucking scary.
Yeah, there's a lot of explosions that can happen. With
Well,
that.
no, because hydrogen's inert.
Well,
So
it'll
you
still
can't-
compress.
Is it hydrogen?
Wow.
I think hydrogen's
Right?
inert. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. What the fuck took the Hindenburg down? Is that helium?
Helium.
Helium. Is helium
No.
flammable?
Yeah, it was.
I don't
Fuck,
fucking
I don't
know.
remember.
I don't either.
We need Jamie.
Jamie.
Let me.
Look that shit up. But no, it's just like if I think that's the biggest drawback, because I remember whenever Coca-Cola originally tried to do it, the city of Charlotte was like, "Hey, whoa, wait a minute, you've got a bomb," because that's essentially what it is. You've got a giant container under an immense amount of pressure that's just chilling, and if it ruptured, all that psi is going right through that hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like if you lose cabin pressure in an airplane. Hollywood exaggerates it a little bit, but that's kind of what happens. If you punch a soda can, punch a hole in it, or a spray paint can, that's what's going to happen to that tank.
Yeah.
At a much higher PSI. So, I mean, I don't know, man.
Fuck, I'm just as bad at this.
Fuck it.
The rest
It'll
of the people.
probably be, like, it's... Another thing is, too, is that it's the fossil fuels industry is... They're designed to make money, right?
What industry isn't?
Well, that's because it's the first law of business, is to make money for your shareholders.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, we need to fix that part. Like, we need to fix morally corrupt capitalism. Like, when you're making decisions for people that have no effect whatsoever on your day-to-day operations, if, like, you owned a business and your shareholders are like, "Hey, we want more profits in the third quarter," and you're like, "Well, fuck, I'd have to cut 5% of my workforce." That's not okay. So the fossil fuels is going to kill anything that is going to threaten their profit margins. Like I think realistically, the only reason that Tesla is as big as it is because the fucking Elon's a billionaire, and he was just, and the fossil fuels probably approached him and they were like, "Hey, buddy, you can't do this," and he was like, "Oh yeah, watch me make a flamethrower. It's going to be super cool."
Yeah. I mean, he is a fucking brilliant person.
He's a fucking, I mean, I don't know about a great guy. I've never met the guy. I've never talked to him. I mean,
We can all admit that he's brilliant, but he may not be great.
He's super smart. He might not be a good dude. People have problems with him. People have problems with everybody. People don't like me. People don't like you.
Right.
You know? That's their problem, but still. I mean, it's just, like, there's been histories and, like, stories told of, like, the fossil fuel companies, certain, like, Exxon, BP, shit like that. They'll find people who are, like, coming up with next-gen fuel sources, things like that, and they're like, "Hey, we'll buy your thing from you," and they're like, "Okay." Like, here's an exorbitant amount of money. You tell us when to stop putting zeros on it, right? And then they take that technology, and they're like, "There's a nice dark corner right there, and that's never going to see the light of day."
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, until people can truly realize that, like, there are forces working against all of this shit that want to make sure none of that happens, because there's corporate greed that is going to do every fucking damn thing they've got in their playbook to stop people from taking that fucking one black fucking cent from them. You're not getting any of it, fucker. That's mine. You know what I mean? It sucks.
So for the future of petroleum cars, would you say that we need to go, as far as engine and performance, just even with daily, we need to go smaller but boosted?
Efficient. That's all you need to do.
That's what I'm saying. If you go a little bit smaller engine, but you're boosting with turbos or superchargers,
look at the Ford EcoBoost, man.
right?
Yeah.
And then
you can do that.
So we're getting better gas mileage.
Yes.
We're not wasting as much.
Exactly. The biggest problem is that they need to work on reliability. Obviously, that's counterintuitive to what I do because I'm a mechanic and I need shit to break to have a job. But if they want to, if for the future of petroleum cars, you need to work on reliability, efficiency, and the whole fucking there's no replacement for displacement shit needs to get the fuck out of the damn party.
Yeah.
Send him home, get him the fuck out of here. Because last time I checked, Ferrari, Audi, BMW, Porsche, Volkswagen, they all have like V12s that are 4 liters, and they're smoking fucking every American car that comes out. It's a 4-liter V12.
Yeah.
Pistons are like that big.
Yeah.
They're smaller than a seltzer can. And it's like,
And they sound great.
yeah, and they sound amazing. And it's just like, it's just fucking stupid to me. It really is. It's like, man, ain't nothing like a 350 small block Chevy.
Really?
Yeah, there is actually. I can go ahead and cause some blasphemy. Remember whenever the dude did the Tangelo Camaro with the 2JZ in it and fucking broke Hot Rod magazine?
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, dude, that was a shit show.
I was about to show you a Supra earlier, actually.
Yeah,
That
dude,
turbo about that fucking big on it.
fucking train turbo on the
Yeah,
son of a bitch. Yeah, dude, back in the day, wasn't back in the day kind of thing, but it was quite a few years ago. Some dude got like I want to say like a Smokey and the Bandit era Camaro, painted it Tangelo Dreams orange. Fucking thing was gorgeous. Pop the hood, chromed out, polished up 2JZ under the hood. People lost their fucking
I back
minds. I'm totally down.
I back it.
I'm sorry that they make better engines. The fact that you can have 1,000+ horsepower on pump gas out of at that point it's probably a 3.3 or 3.6.
They'll do
bored and stroked.
with those. They'll do a 3.4 and a 3.2. Sometimes they'll do a 3.3.
Okay, shows you how much I know about the 2JZs. Anyway, they're bored and stroked, but
I could be wrong too.
it's an inline 6 that's
Yeah.
making 1,000+ horsepower
Yeah.
in less than fucking 4 liters of displacement.
Yeah.
Sorry, America. Your cars suck. It's just it's bad. Like, I could go on about this forever. I would love to truly sit down with like another super duper car nut. And I'm not saying that you're not.
I don't know. I'm an enthusiast.
Yeah.
Not a. There's a difference between an enthusiast and a car guy.
Yeah.
I'm an enthusiast. I'm not a car guy.
And that's what I mean.
Because like
Yeah.
I don't know all the mechanics and everything that go behind everything. And that's what you need, where I can tell you some of the specs on some of the shit, but I can't tell you exactly what you need to hear.
Yeah, like Darren and I, we'll have full-blown conversations 'cause he's a mechanic. I mean, he owns a shop.
Yeah.
Streets and Sun down in Savannah, Georgia. Go check it out. He owns a shop, so like him and I can go on it forever. But
I didn't want to drip on your carpet.
I got insurance. It'll be fine. Like him and I can go on forever, but I mean, I don't have that big of an audience, and I don't know if my audience really wants to listen to me go bananas about cars.
What do you think? So with everybody going, like all the big time guys going dual, like the hybrid, like going electric and gas.
I'm okay with that.
So am I.
I'm okay with it.
I like it. Do you think that'd be a future for smaller companies as well? Going in so they could save a little bit? I mean, there already are hybrid cars, but
I think the biggest thing that you need to do if you're doing a hybrid car like that is make it fucking cool.
yeah,
Don't make a fucking Prius.
Like, say we put it in.
Like the McLaren made one. They had a hybrid. It had like fucking 300 laptop batteries behind it, but it also had a a gasoline powered engine to charge the
It's
batteries
okay.
and shit. You know what I mean? But I mean,
You
that's
could say petrol, right?
no, I know, but it's like if you're gonna make a hybrid,
Well, that was their P1, right?
yeah, the McLaren P1.
Yeah.
It was the black one off of Top Gear, and homie had to Jeremy Clarkson. He ate a chocolate chew while he waited for it to charge. But no, if you're gonna make a hybrid, first off, do it fucking right. That's the biggest thing.
Like, it would be cool to have, I mean, Toyota already has the technology with their Prius and all that shit. It'd be cool if they took something like that and developed it into this new Supra. Now, if they took that, they could make it 500 horsepower right off the get-go.
I mean, yeah.
And have
You can have both, and please.
And then you could
both
have even further mileage.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like, if you want to get out and fucking tune it up, as the youth say, you fucking fire up the gas engine. If you just piss button around town, it's fucking electric, baby.
Yeah.
You get like I don't know, if you're gonna do a hybrid, I think that your batteries really need to be able to. Your batteries need to be able to make sense. So, like, on a fully electric kind of thing, I think the ranges they're going from like 300 to 350, and that's like kind of the best they can come up with.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But
With a
yeah.
hybrid, I would be like, give me like 100 miles of range, and I only have to charge it like once a week.
Yeah.
You know? Because if you're fucking around in town, if you're driving more than 100 miles in a week in town, first off, move out of the sticks.
Yeah.
Second,
Go get a different job.
yeah. Your commute to your work should be like 30, at the most 45 minutes one way.
And then, I mean, if you're going full electric on that, I mean, you're obviously saving the engine that's in there.
Gas, you're saving the engine, you're saving all that good stuff. I mean, there's a lot of complicated science in there.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And it's like, I could sit here and talk about it because I mean I've worked on electric forklifts, I work on gas forklifts, I work on diesel, I work on construction equipment now, shit like that, you know. I mean, construction equipment is looking to go electric. Doosan's actually in the process of developing fully electric construction equipment, excavators, dump trucks, things like that. I'm totally down for it because I like the Earth. It's the only one we got.
Right.
And like all of us keep our shit here, so. I don't want to fuck this one.
I'm gonna die here.
Yeah, I'm gonna die on
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. I mean, unless Elon like comes up and he's like, "Hey, Emmett, you wanna come to Mars?" I'm be like, "Bruh, absolutely, let's do this."
Yeah.
And fuck it, whatever. But no, I love the Earth. I did, and that's why I want to protect it. Which is hilarious because the things that I work on are completely counterproductive to saving the Earth.
Well, you gotta make a paycheck somehow.
Absolutely. That's why I just try to be good. I use fucking reusable glassware. Save my bottles. My recycling happens sometimes. And yeah. But it's just I mean, literally, I could do just a podcast on talking about cars, electric cars, gas, diesel, all that good stuff. But that's more of like a round table kind of thing.
Yeah.
You have Darren and have like one of my other mechanic friends kind of thing.
You have
know,
all
because-
your mechanic guys and then the one enthusiast.
Well, I mean,
that kind of can
realistically,
joke
I would
around.
want to do 2 enthusiasts and 2 mechanics.
Yeah.
Because then you're getting normal, regular people questions.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah, I can sit here and explain. I could literally teach anybody to do what I do. Good. It's just nuts, bolts, and time. That's all it is.
I can teach anybody to do the shit I do. Just cutting, heating shit up.
Exactly. But it's just, I think a lot of people are, not so much anymore. No. It's hard because like with all these rideshare apps and everything like that, I think car ownership has actually gone down. Oh, excuse me. But I think some people are like kind of scared to learn about their vehicles.
Yeah.
Not in like it's terrifying. They're kind of just like, I don't want to fuck anything up.
Yeah. Well, there's a shitload of technology that goes into these cars these days.
Absolutely.
It's insane. Like,
Yeah.
the difference between 5 years in cars
Yeah.
is
When the fuck did you think you were going to see
insane.
fiber optics on cars?
Like, dude,
I heard about it in high school, and I was just like, no fucking way. And now there's fiber optics in
Yeah.
cars, and I'm like, okay, that's wild.
so I think it was Koenigsegg when they came out with their, what's the four-door one?
Too long of a fucking name.
Whatever it is.
Yep.
They developed that.
Mm-hmm.
That came into development 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine where we're going to be. So they're starting to develop something today
Yeah.
that we're going to see in 10 years that's going to be even more insane.
It's gonna change the game.
Like,
100%. You want to know what I want, truly and honestly?
what's that?
I want a nuclear power plant under my hood.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't ever have to want to change the fuel. Never. Not once. I put one fuel rod in it. Go for life. I mean,
Do it.
it's the beginning of Fallout,
Yeah.
the game. But still, I want a nuclear power plant under my hood.
You fucking do it.
I mean, I don't know enough about nuclear power.
I
I
don't either.
don't know how I would turn nuclear energy into rotational force to drive
Oh,
a
would
car.
that be the future
That's what I'm saying.
of,
I mean, realistically, if people stop being scared
or
about
would
nuclear
the
power,
all the fucking radiation and shit fuck everything up too?
dude, it's pretty safe.
I don't
Nuclear
know.
power is one of the safest things. It's just the problem with, like, everybody's freaked out about Chernobyl, 8 Mile Island, and Fukushima. But they all need to realize that that shit was 50 to 60-year-old technology.
Yeah. And how many things happened? What was it? You said
I
four?
said 3. I
Three?
know there's been more.
But that's still not that many compared to how many plants
There's
there
a nuclear plant down the road in South
are. I know, right?
and we haven't had a single problem since it got put in.
So it could be the future of
It's
power and technology.
the biggest thing that I've come to with the conclusion on nuclear power is that people are scared of it.
Yeah.
Legitimately, they're scared of it
I
because
mean-
they don't understand it. Humans are
Yeah.
inherently afraid of things they don't understand.
Right.
So it makes sense. But it's a lot of the fucking reactors and things like that, and I'm a complete fucking idiot. A lot of the reactors and things that are existing right now are based on, like, not outdated technology, but it's old technology.
Right. Well, you got to remember we were all scared of the fucking wheel at one point. The
Yeah.
cavemen were scared of the wheel. The
Maybe
first
I'm scared
car,
of fire.
the first car that ever came out,
Dude,
people
I
were like,
literally had a conversation about this today.
Really?
About the first car. We were talking about, like, if you could go back in time, what were the things that you'd like to see the first time happen? For me, I have 2. One, I'd like to see just like kind of a viewing glass kind of thing. I'd like to see the first man get a boner. And him just be like,
what the fuck is going on?
what is this? What is this? And then the second that I want to see, there's 2 points in history that I want to see. Is the first dude getting a boner. Just because I want to see what that dude's confusion looks like. And second was whenever they figured out that this goes into women. And then you move it around a little bit, and then you make people.
Yeah, how the fuck did that happen? They watched animals.
Probably. Most likely.
They're like, animal got big dick.
Animal got pee-pee and put it in other animal, and then more animals come out. We do that. I mean, that's probably not what they did, but I mean, still, it's like, I was trying to think of it. I was like, no, it's probably written in your DNA. But then I was thinking about, like, no, because I remember, like, me being a kid, like, I remember the first time I got a boner, and I was like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's happening?
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't remember mine. I was so young.
There's very, like 16 and before, 18 and before. I really don't remember a lot, but there are very key memories that are just there.
I remember when I got pubes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, I went up to my parents like, what the fuck is... I didn't say fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But I had like,
Dude, I can
basically like
imagine
light
his
hair
reaction.
coming out. And
Oh, dude, that's
I was in
so
second
funny.
grade. I started fucking cutting my pubes in 5th grade over the toilet.
Oh my God, Curtis, you're so manly. I was 5th grade and I had fucking pubes.
No,
bro.
I was in 2nd grade.
Whatever.
Either way, but
That's
it
fucking.
freaked me out.
Yeah. Dude, imagine when you start like getting weird hairs and weird feelings and shit like that. Of course, it's probably terrifying for a child. Sex education is fucking abhorrent in America.
Do you know how embarrassing it is to be the one dude with fucking nipple hair in 6th grade and fucking
I mean,
frail?
I had 13 chest hairs, so.
I looked like
You're a hairy man.
it looked like I had like a straight up like cock and balls of hair between my nipples and my
Childhood
fucking.
was not kind to you, was it?
No,
Mm.
because I was taller than everyone at one point, and then 7th grade hits,
Yeah.
and then everybody, I was like, "Fuck you guys."
Fuck all y'all. Yeah, I was. I mean, I was a pretty big kid, growing up and everything like that. I was a fat kid. I was an absolute fat fuck in my freshman year of high school. Then, like, I don't know if it was growth spurt or something, but like, end of freshman year, sophomore beginning year, your boy shot up and got skinny, kind of, but it really wasn't, like, I didn't get skinny, I don't lose weight. All what happened is that the shit got stretched out.
Yeah.
So,
I was.
yeah, it's a weird thing, man. Dude, being a kid, could you imagine being a kid right now?
Oh fuck no.
No.
I mean, so like,
Fuck that.
even my cousin's kids, like, they're getting kind of screwed up because of the school system and everything. Like,
Could you imagine
like,
not having that social interaction?
yeah. Well, not only that, like, so my cousin's daughter,
Mm-hmm.
she struggles with school a lot, and you know, they live in Hickory. It's not the greatest school system.
Voted the most depressing place to live in North Carolina for a long time.
So yeah. So
I love you, Hickory. Relax.
shout out to Hickory.
Shout out to Hickory, North Carolina.
Hickory.
Yeah, they got this stupid accent.
But she struggles already with school, and like this pandemic hit, and
Yeah.
like my cousin's not the brightest when it comes to school shit, and she's trying to teach her. They have whole new math.
Yeah.
It's not the shit we learned.
Yeah, that's silly shit.
Like,
I've seen some of the videos.
I would struggle
Yeah.
because like I looked at it and I was like,
What the fuck is that?
I looked at Harper, I was like, what are you doing? She goes, oh, this is math. And I was like, that's not math. That's putting numbers and squares. It's not.
It's not.
I was like,
You're
give me
doing matrices.
It's like,
shit.
give me a second. I'll have this whole thing done.
Okay. I was wrong. But yeah, dude, what happened to the fucking? I can't remember the anagram. I'm going to piss my pants. Oh,
I gotta get right after you anyway. I'm gonna pause it.
we were talking about new math. Man, fuck new math.
So with the new math thing,
Yeah.
what it was doing was taking a simple equation
Mm-hmm.
and doing like 8 steps. It wasn't 8. I'm over exaggerating probably. More than likely. And I was like,
Sounds complicated already.
and I looked at my cousin, I was like, what the fuck are they teaching these?
What
It's
is
like,
this silly?
like why are they taking 8 steps to do what we can do in 3?
Yeah, a simple problem.
Yeah. Like, I'm more of an efficient person. Let's get through it and get it done.
Yeah.
I don't need to take 8 steps when I can do it in 3.
I don't want the labor. I just want the baby. I don't want the labor. I just want the baby. That's all I want. Dude, that was a good one. Oh, fucking
Fat bastard.
fat bastard. Made in France.
Another reason why I got it's because it's French.
Yeah. French.
And it's 2017.
Fucking 2017.
don't-
Great year for wine. Great year for wine.
May not be the best, but it's a year I liked.
Fat bastard. I don't know who you're owned by. Fat bastard. If you're looking to do a sponsor, I'd love to take it.
I don't
Send me
generally
some wine.
generally drink cabs.
No.
It's pretty good.
I generally don't drink wine. Normally pounding PBRs on this shit.
But guys, I'm also just about another bottle deep.
Almost. Yeah, what was it? We drank 4 last night?
Well, the thing,
3.5?
I drank more after you left.
Yeah, oh, I know. But like, I had to work this morning. No, I mean, we
So we
put a
basically
hurting on those grapes last
we
night.
both had roughly a bottle and a half to 2 bottles
Yeah, exactly.
a person.
Let me tell you, that Tum Tum this morning, she was on a hair trigger.
Well, we drank a shitload of white last night.
Yep. Oh, because we started with the red because it
went
was room
rosé.
temp, and then we went to rosé, and then we went to the white wine because it needed to get cold.
And then I painted the bowl fucking yellow this morning. I had to clean it. Like, it's one thing to get little specks on the underside, but when you pick up that seat and it's like running back down, you're like, whoa!
Dude,
I'm just gonna hop in the shower.
I still remember the shower curtain story.
Oh god,
Oh, that was so funny.
that was the worst.
You sure you
So-
can put that out in public?
I don't care. I've
Dude,
already
I
told the
love
story.
it. That
So
shit
the
is
story
hilarious.
was I got pretty drunk one night, and I have all the IBSs except for the C because I don't get constipated. I have everything else.
Everything else is on a hair
A, B,
trigger.
A, B, D through Z.
Yeah.
So it hit me in an instant. And
Well, didn't you have to hop out of bed?
no, I was cooking.
Oh, that's right.
So I didn't want to burn anything, but it hit me in an instant. And I had ran into the bathroom.
Yep. You lost the battle.
This is video.
Yeah.
The walls here, toilets over here.
Yep.
I'm pulling my pants down at the wall, shower curtains over here. And as I'm bending over,
Fucking drive
it
by.
starts spraying out. And it gets
Fucking drive by the shower curtain.
all over the shower curtain, all over the back of the toilet. I get maybe half in the toilet at this point.
Oh. Dude,
And
in
I'm
the
drunk
worst...
enough that I woke up my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time. I was like,
Yep.
babe, I need help.
Yep. Didn't she
Shoot.
end up cleaning it?
No, she just came in there for support. She cleaned up some.
Moral support?
Yeah, because like it was a mess.
Dude, I remember when you told me the story the next day, and I was fucking dying laughing.
Mind you guys, I was like, what did we say, 26, 25 at the time.
It was like right when we met. So
So
probably
maybe-
like 24.
24 to 25, you know.
Back in the old scumbag days.
Yeah, I was drinking High Life all the time.
Fuck, dude, fuck you. I have a High Life in my fridge.
No, that's fine. But
After this wine's over, I'm going to High Life. I've run out of PBR.
all High Life, all shit stuff. And, you know,
Dude,
when
I'm
you're
getting a
cooking all
PBR
day,
flag.
and the way that we cook, with all the butter and everything,
Oh, yeah. You need something light. and
eventually your stomach gets messed up through all that too. So you blow out. And I did. I
fresh. Shotgun that shit.
I blued out.
Hell yeah. Dude, I just remember. I actually told a buddy. I actually told one of my
I have a-
coworkers.
Shit picture on my phone from recently.
Okay,
that
well-
was pretty
Yeah,
magical.
we'll do that off air.
Well, that's off air.
Yeah, that's off air. That's after the recording.
Even Crispy got me to send his brother a picture of my shit.
Dude, his brother was proper though.
No, well, what it was, his
Was
brother,
his brother another scumbag like us?
his brother's going like just like I mean,
Oh, okay.
they worked on the farm together in California
For
farm.
some reason, I thought Crispy's brother was fucking. I thought
No.
he was a proper guy.
No, he was a cook for a while and just a cool dude.
Yeah.
That's all he is. Just a dude.
Hell yeah.
Um,
You always gotta know. A
nice
couple
guy.
Dudes.
Yeah. But just as a surprise to his brother, he's like, dude, take a picture of your dookie and send it to him.
Why wouldn't you?
And then he sent back, holy fuck. The fuck just happened?
A murder. A murder. Porcelain murder.
It wasn't my greatest work, but it was good.
It was good.
It was-
It wasn't the masterpiece that you're gonna retire on.
Out of top 10, it may have been number 10.
Ooh.
Like,
All right. Fair enough.
not that.
I've seen the top 5. I've seen a couple of them. They are masterpieces.
The one I have on here is pretty good just because it was
Dude,
after,
where the fuck have
after
we
box
gone?
wine.
How we? Why? Why are we talking about shit? What is wrong with us?
It's comedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
That's what
funny.
this podcast is. If people expected education,
We went very we started off very formal and very educational with where we're going in society with cars and everything. So we need to kind of bring it back a little bit too.
Well, I'm just
comedy
going to sit
side.
here for a split second, reevaluate my life choices, and realize what brought me to this exact moment right now, and I'm okay with it. Because, yes, there are educational tidbits in these. There is.
Yeah.
There are. But most of it is going to be just me being a complete fucking idiot. It's going to.
Yeah.
If they've watched the shorts or anything like that, they're going to be like, oh, wow, this kid likes to yell at a camera by himself. Excuse
I
me.
really hope like 10 years down the road that like
Oh, it's gonna exist.
you're gonna have all the success, and hopefully with me opening my restaurants and stuff, I'll have some decent success, and then someone's gonna pull up this little
Oh, that's gonna be a
clip,
clip.
this clip of me
That's gonna
talking
be a
about
clip.
me
Yep.
painting bowls.
Dude, that shit keeps you humble. Keeps you humble. You may have 7 zeros
know.
in your bank account.
And hopefully I'm alive 10 years from now. But I was gonna be like,
Yeah.
I do that to this day.
Exactly. Fucking, you may have 7 zeros in your bank account, but guess what? Every morning you get up, you put your pants on one leg at a time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, then we'll probably be painting the fuckers on. We'll be like, spray painting fucking pants on.
Dude, by then it'll be digital. Just like, all right,
Just hook into the VR in the day.
that's it.
It'll be the fucking Matrix. There's your efficient.
Everybody's gonna be naked, but we're all just wearing VRs instead.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Anyway, dude. So tell me your culinary adventure.
My adventure was culinary.
Yep. Because you didn't go to culinary school.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Do you think, before you get into your story,
No, you're fine.
do you think culinary school is worth it?
For some people,
Yeah.
I think if you're young enough, you don't have to do it. You just need the drive.
Mm-hmm.
But once you're older,
Mm-hmm.
like say you're 30,
Mm-hmm.
it does help.
Mhm.
Like you've already got money hopefully by that time you've got some money
Hopefully.
to have a decent bankroll, because culinary school is $80,000 to $120,000
Depending on the ones you go to.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's way more than just your normal college.
Yeah.
It's only 2 years, but
It's condensed.
it's a lot.
They take probably what? What do you think? So, for culinary school, what I've put together and what I've thought about and things like that is that they take a 5-year, not apprenticeship program, but like working your way up through the ranks in a kitchen. They've taken a 5 to 6 year process for most average people and condensed it down to 2, to where you have that knowledge. But
Well,
you're still going to start at the bottom when you get out.
I would say those kids, like from my knowledge of where I would say I was almost even
Mhm.
with not going.
Mhm.
I could say maybe they have a little leg up.
Well, they probably just have a more foundational knowledge.
So maybe three to four,
Mm-hmm.
if that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you get past 3 or 4 years in culinary, even starting as a dishwasher to 3 to 4 years in, you're pretty good without having to go to culinary school.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've got
If
the
you're
drive,
If you have the drive,
yeah,
and you're not just like bullshitting your way around, you actually want to learn. You can actually learn a lot from just working.
absolutely.
But what I was saying, like with the 30-year-olds and stuff, 40,
Mm-hmm.
that whole era, a lot of these people haven't really worked in the culinary industry. They just have a passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good start for them
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that they really want to do it, because most of the time when you're 30, 40, you don't want to start as a dishwasher. You've been a manager, you've
doing
done
whatever.
this stuff, you've made this X amount of money at these other jobs. You don't want to take that.
$10,
What-
$12 an hour
Dude.
job.
I started at $7.75
Yeah,
an hour.
yeah.
So you don't want to take that $7.75 an hour job to,
If you're 30, you're probably making somewhere in the range of like 40 to 50 grand a year.
yeah,
You go to a dishwasher, you're making 28.
dude, you make like 20,
Yeah,
maybe,
that's what I'm saying.
maybe.
Yeah,
If you get a good full-time one, most of the time
Mhm.
they're not full-time.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's because a lot of dishwashers. A lot of dishwashers are, how do I put this nicely? Flaky individuals.
yes, you do come around some really good ones.
Yeah, you do, absolutely. What was the dishwasher at Pembroke's? He was a fucking awesome kid.
I'm right here.
Done. Look at that. No, there was another one that was after you that was fucking cool as shit.
We had a few. There was me. We had Jamil, that was a really good kid.
Mhm.
Like he ended up joining the military and stuff.
I remember Jamil. He came to your house one night, didn't he?
He was like 18, so probably not.
I feel like maybe I met him.
Maybe-
Brooks.
You know who you probably met was Akeem.
That's it, Akeem. I'm sorry, Jamil and Akeem. I'm sorry. But yeah,
Akeem's
I
come
remember
over.
meeting Akeem.
Akeem's come over. He was the
Akeem
RX.
was the shit.
He's actually coming back for like
Hell
a
yeah.
day a week or something like
Nice.
that while we reopen.
What's he doing now?
He was doing HVAC.
Nice.
Um,
Another trade that's severely understaffed.
he was going to Cape Fear, focusing on that. He had a really bad accident
I think I remember
a couple
telling
years
you about
ago,
this.
something like that.
They did like a whole like GoFundMe community drive
Yeah.
for that.
So the guy that he was hanging out with some friends, some guy, it was like some guy's cousin that came and picked him up, was really fucked up and wrecked and ran.
I remember this.
And Akeem got the worst of it, and
Yeah.
he lost like all movement in his like left arm and legs or something like that.
Is he okay now?
He's a lot better now. He
Okay,
can
good.
actually move and stuff
Good,
like that.
Good.
It just took a long time, you know. There's a lot of medical bills and stuff like that. That's just why we were trying to do the
Yeah,
GoFundMe.
absolutely.
He's a good dude. He talks a lot, but dude. Me and you wouldn't even get a word in with this guy. Trust me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But he's coming back at.
Sorry, it's rolled into your neck. It doesn't sound like you're eating. Sorry, y'all. My bad. There we go. Done.
The other dishwasher we had was Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Not
Brad.
our Brad. Not our short, angry, hardcore kid, Brad.
Yeah. Hardcore. That's,
Dude, he went hard at the hardball show, at the Madball show,
yeah.
and then he fucked his knee up. He's like, "Wee."
Yeah.
I want to get him on here one time just to watch him go nuts.
You want someone to talk shit? He's the guy you want.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
want on here.
Fucking do an Ivy League reunion.
Go for it.
Remember when we were trying to convince Sarah to let us do that on y'all's roof at the Rosemont house?
We just wanted to play a show.
I know.
So at one time, me, Brad, and Braxton
Yep.
started playing
I
together.
thought we didn't like Braxton.
No, I love Braxton.
Morgan.
Morgan.
We're name dropping. Sorry. Eat a dick. I don't like Morgan.
I got along with Morgan just fine, and then once he got fired, he blamed everything on me, and then that's when
He's a cocksucker.
that's when we had our falling out,
Common cocksucker.
which had nothing to do with me,
Yeah.
which was weird. So,
Some people can't take ownership of the faults of their life.
and I get it with it. He was in a weird headspace in his life at that point.
Mental health's a bitch, buddy. Just
I mean,
because your mental health.
I mean, at the time, I definitely didn't see it, but
Yeah.
now looking back, I was like, oh, he definitely was not the most stable person.
Well, mental health and your attitude and the way that you respond to things, it may not be your fault.
Yeah.
Or your past traumas and things like that. It may not be your fault, but it's your responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, like, even, Crispy fucking was his roommate, and Crispy had a problem with him. And Crispy's a super nice dude. Like,
Crispy's the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
so
Love that guy.
if you start burning bridges with certain people that are like Crispy,
At some point, you need to realize that if
he's-
everybody's an asshole, there's a common denominator.
Yeah.
there.
But I mean, granted, I still, I know where he's at now. I know
He went north, didn't he?
Morgan.
Yeah.
No, he's still here. He's at a restaurant that's outside of town.
Oh, I got you.
At a really big place.
Okay.
Uh,
It'll be all right, man. We don't need to be named
I hope
up
he's
and shit.
doing. I'm not.
Yeah.
So I hope he's doing well.
Mhm.
It's the longest tenure I think he's ever had at a restaurant at this point.
Good for him.
So
Hey, man, maybe he's turning his life around.
yeah,
He's going to hear this and he's going to contact you. He's going to be like, yo, what the fuck? Bro.
I'm still
Bro.
wishing the best for him, even though we had a
Absolutely.
weird falling out.
These things happen, man. Friendships change.
He's also-
People change.
He's also a lot older.
Yeah. Wait, I thought Morgan was close to our age.
No,
Was he like 5 or 6 years older than us?
he's like 10, 15.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Gee, you look like an emo kid.
No, I think we're talking about a different person though.
Probably are. I'm just talking shit. I barely remember. I think I met Morgan one time.
You may have if you came to Pembroke, so that may have been it. There was that one night that me and you were hanging out, and I bet you did because me and you went out front with Erin and talked shit
Yes.
about her Jetta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking mad shit about that Jetta.
So that was probably the time that you met him because we all used to hang out at the bar and stuff.
Yeah.
Now things are different. We don't really do that shit anymore.
These things happen.
It's too expensive.
It'd be expensive though.
I mean, I can buy a bottle of wine for cost and then go home, or
I can get fucked up at a bar for $100, or I can get fucked up at my house for $30.
shit, I can get fucked up in my house for less than that.
Oh, I know.
But
Excuse
still,
me.
I could black out for 30.
Being done. Yeah, it's freaking. Anyway, we were on the culinary bit. We went left
Culinary
field
bit.
as fuck.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. It's my fault.
But yeah, if you're young enough and you really have the drive, definitely just go straight into it.
Yeah.
Work for the best chefs you can.
Mm-hmm.
I get the whole having to work 2 different jobs to sustain yourself, but
Absolutely.
if you're able to sustain yourself at one place, go 100% into that place. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take on the 2 different jobs because I knew I was at a really great place.
Oh, Pembroke's was a shit.
I was at Pembroke's and RX at the time.
I remember you were one of the few who would work double.
Right. So instead of getting the day job, like working at a grocery store or something, like what I was doing before, I just dove straight in 100% so I could get
Fucking
get a
head first.
decent night rest,
Yeah.
go right in,
Yep.
crush it.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where I'd go in on my days off
Yeah, I remember.
just to learn,
Yeah.
just to help out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all that shit kind of adds up, even with like your bosses and stuff when you're young enough.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people think that the people above you aren't paying attention to shit like that.
Yeah.
And I would say in certain situations, there are those bosses that are like, whatever. He fucking should come in on his day off because he's not as good on his days on.
Yeah.
But I would say it's probably a majority of bosses that like you going in on your day off to learn and get better and things like that probably see that and they're like, Curtis is fucking putting in the work.
Yeah.
I remember that. And they take that little index card or that note or anything like that and slide that in the old pocket.
Just you always gotta ask questions, always asking for extra shit.
Yeah.
Especially if you're young. Like
Yeah.
you gotta have that good work ethic.
Well, the biggest thing,
Like that is a big problem. Like even your brother has said it about the culinary industry in the
American culinary
I was gonna say
industry.
in the United States, as there's a pretty shit work ethic, and
It is.
I see it with some of the guys. Like they're old. Like the guy that we just hired is younger than me. Everybody else that I work with is older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's the one girl that works part time,
Whatever.
but forever I've always been basically the youngest guy in. at
Oh, dude,
RX.
I'm at the first
At RX.
The first shop, first mechanic job. Right now, I'm the oldest mechanic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird.
and I'm 31.
Well, we're getting to that point.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
I'm
30.
Yeah, well, with 30, we will be 31 in July.
Yeah, just give us till
I know,
July
I
till
know.
we start saying that.
I don't give a fuck. What happened? My 30th birthday, I didn't give a shit. Everybody like, oh, how old are you? And I'm like, I turned 30 in July. And everybody's like, ooh. I'm like, it's a fucking number.
I did a seafood. So the night before you came over, I did a seafood boil, and then I hung out with you guys.
Yeah.
That was my 30th.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But
Dude, I don't see the whole thing about it. I don't get, like, your big birthdays are 18 and 21, and then 50.
I could see 40 being
Fuck 40.
pretty significant.
I don't care.
But that's that's an old world mind. Like the past generation, put
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
big thing
But
on
also
40.
remember the past generation at like 40, 50 years old, them motherfuckers was dead.
That's probably why they were doing that. Because they're like, oh,
They're
we're
like,
gonna
oh
die.
no, I'm going to die.
They're like, oh, we probably have like 20 years left,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
So
No, it's bad. It's fucking. Why do I keep picking that up?
something to fidget with.
Yeah, this is. But I don't give a shit. I don't. I don't care that I'm turning 31 in July. I don't care that I'm 30 years old. Dude, when I was like 25, 26, motherfuckers thought I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
And
that's the way I
now,
was.
talking to people, they're like, "Oh, what are you like, 25, 26?" And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm 30." What?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
The new guy that we hired, he's 29.
Yeah.
Great dude. Like he's definitely gonna hold up.
He's gonna be a powerhouse at some point.
He's definitely gonna hold up what I've left off. Like him and the other sous chef Adam. I'll say his name because I love the dude to death. He's a great guy. Sarah's boyfriend. They are definitely gonna be able to hold up that place.
Hell yeah.
For a little bit longer until they start to go, and then hopefully the next people hold up that place even longer.
Nice. I'm gonna pee my pants again. I'm not kidding.
It's okay.
God, so. Anyway, no, you turned yours off.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. Ain't no thing.
There we go.
You probably held it too long whenever you're going to mute it. But it's my dog. I gotta let him out. He's gotta come hang out. That's the only reason that people come to hang out is fucking the dogs. Come on. I'm sorry, babe. Get. Don't hit the webcam. Anyway. We were talking about Sarah's boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean,
They're gonna hold the place up.
I think they'll do just fine.
Yeah.
There does need to be like one more big mentor that does need to go in there and really revamp.
Like, whenever you say mentor, do you mean somebody with like a lot of culinary knowledge, or just somebody who's willing to?
A lot of solid knowledge. Not a dude that's been working in restaurants for even 15 years, but he's been a burger or like
A line cook.
burrito place.
Yeah.
Like you may run that shit, but you don't have like the fine dining background. Like that's where all of my mentors have come from, was all the fine dining stuff. So
In case you're just listening, Miko is attacking Curtis's ear, and he's trying to keep a straight face.
because RX needs to stick with the fine dining shit, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That next good topic of discussion. Do you think fine dining is done because of the pandemic?
I think I wouldn't say 100% done. I would say there's probably a few restaurants in each, even big city, that are doing okay, but there's a lot of struggle with certain different aspects of fine dining. So like even throughout the pandemic, like I was telling other people, like the chicken industry is failing kinda right now.
The chicken industry?
It sounds weird.
How is the chicken industry failing? Chicken is delicious.
Well, with the manufacturers and the big
Tyson, Purdue,
all those guys, like they're not getting people coming back to work. So
because they're not paying them enough.
So what you're gonna see is chicken wings are now going up
Expensive
a lot.
Fuck. Chuck, stop.
So a lot of the warehouses and a lot of stuff like that are shut down. So even with meat's gonna start going up, pork's gonna start going up, chicken's skyrocketing right now. So it's making it even harder for the fine dining guys, like, to even do it, because that still affects even the local farmers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every little thing goes around when it comes to stuff like that. Like, if you're getting things from a local farmer, or you're typically not getting things from a local farmer, but you switch and you're like, well, I'm paying less.
At a local farmer?
Like, you could almost pay less for a chicken at a local farmer.
Realistically.
Almost. I mean, that's over exaggerated.
What do you think a grocery store chicken is? $8-10?
Well, it's per pound.
Yeah.
I know what ours are. I don't know if I should say.
Don't be giving away industry secrets. But I mean, if you go to a farmer, and even if, like, let's say you can get a grocery store chicken for $8-10,
But
right?
the thing
You
is,
go to a farmer and you get a legit chicken, and you pay $20 for it. Well, guess what? You just put food on homie's table, and you're getting a better fucking product.
the grocery store chickens are going to start rivaling the price of the farmer's chickens. So what I'm afraid of happening is the farmer's chickens are going to be like, all right, well, let's raise our price.
Welcome to capitalism.
I know. That's all I'm afraid of. Hopefully it won't happen. Like, I know
I
a lot
don't
of these
think it
guys.
will, man, because I think a lot of those, like, I think a lot of farmers are mainly in. I think farmers, not corporate farmers, mind you, farmers are in it for the simple fact of being able to be like, I made that.
Well, they're in it for the fact of like, I can wake up whenever the fuck I want. I make my own
Granted,
hours.
it's gonna be before the sun gets up, before the sun's up.
Not
and
all the
it's
time. Not the guys I know.
Well, yeah, but your guys are fucking gangster. But
They
it's,
do wake up early.
yeah, but it's the sun before the sun gets up. I'm awake and I'm throwing feed out for the chickens, and then I'm going to go to sleep after the sun goes down. And literally, when the sun goes down, you got about a 30-minute window.
I'll tell you what. From all the farmers that I know,
Yeah.
the best farmers, the best guys with it, have a great woman to take care of.
Every single dude, call it whatever, call it brown nosing, I don't give a fuck. Any great man, any great man has a fucking fantastic woman behind him. And I would be willing to say it's an amazing woman. Because guess who's keeping all the pieces together behind the scenes? She is.
Yeah, like all the guys I know, they're great dudes.
Yeah.
But their women are even great.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great dudes. They're a good 8 on the scale. And then the women's are 12s.
Yeah.
Because you got to have somebody, you have to have somebody that's going to keep the pieces together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with Lindsay. Hey, dude, before I met her, you knew me. I was fucking out of control.
Yeah.
I was an idiot. Got with her and like things, I'm not going to say I calmed down, but at the same time, it's like.
Put things in a structure.
Exactly.
Instead of.
She's real good at structure and shit. And then I'm just like, do I have to stay in the lines?
Yeah.
What are you looking at? What? What?
Oh, we got another bottle of wine. You can grab that.
What other bottle of wine?
I put one in the fridge.
Oh, okay. Fucking bring it. I grabbed a highlight because I thought we were out.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean,
I'll drink another bottle of wine. I don't give a fuck. Bring it, son.
I'm gonna bring it over.
Bring it.
The box is for Sarah.
Absolutely. Oh, I know Sarah's obsession with box wine. I fucking love Sarah.
So guys,
She may be
box
Morton
wine's
as
what's
fuck.
giving me the amazing shits.
Absolutely.
So
Get that red out of my fucking glass. Slide that high life out of there. There we go.
I wonder how this is gonna be. It was chilled already before this.
This is the sound. Into a glass. They probably can't
Chuck, buddy.
Outstanding, sir.
That's the sound of white wine.
That's the sound of white wine. What do we got here? 2019 Conundrum out of California. Charles F. Wagner, proprietor. If y'all want to sponsor me, hit me up. Let me know.
Jesus.
I'm ready. Chuck, don't give a fuck.
I wonder how many of these like little like burps I have this mic's gonna pick up.
If they came here for good quality production, they're in the wrong place.
For now.
You think I'm going to change? Anyway, California white wine blend, unique and original to the Wagner family of wine, product of California, motherfucking America. Anyway,
There we go.
put that right there. Yeah, cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like
Didn't
that.
expect that.
I did not expect that at all. I like that.
That's why I stared at it for a
Oh, I
second.
like that. That's nice. Anyway, fuck were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about farmers.
Yeah.
And about the fact that any
women.
good dude that you meet, I'm not going to say any, but a majority of good dudes that you meet, Chuck, go. Go lay down.
Like, I'm soaked.
Go.
Look
Go
me
lay
to
down.
death.
Yeah, he'll just lick you to death. Go lay down. Lay down. One day I'll have a podcast without dogs, and then nobody's going to listen. But, yeah, I'm not going to say any good dude, because there are some good dudes out there that don't have female companions, and maybe they have male companions. You know what I'm saying? It's 2021.
That's true.
Stop.
Very true. Very true.
Stop.
I'm just saying from my...
Yeah, from our personal experiences.
Yes.
Chuck, stop licking. Bro. Stop. Stop.
You cuddles too hard, bro.
He does. He's a force cuddler. You're going to be friends with Chuck. That's what's going to happen.
Well, I mean,
Chuck's,
I've known Chuck since he was a little dude.
Not really.
No, he was
Not since he was a little guy.
He was a year old.
That's not true.
I thought it was.
He was 2.
He was 2. I thought it was a year.
No, I got him when I was 20, turning 21. So
Oh, he'd been older.
yeah, he's
Really?
like 10 years old.
For some reason, I thought he was like 2 years old because he looked a lot smaller.
Well, he was, because I moved here in 2013. You and I met in 2014, so he was probably like 3-ish, give or take. He was the fucking best dog ever.
He just looked so youthful, I guess is what it was.
Dude, he's 10 years old and he's still youthful.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, excuse me. I'm gonna need you to stop chewing on that pretzel, okay? Hey, just lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Stay. Stay. Anyway.
Because him and Harlow
Yep.
met.
I remember whenever I kidnapped Harlow and ransomed her for chicken wings.
Yep.
I have your dog. Bring me home chicken wings.
We still
Oh,
do
that was
same
so
recipe.
funny. The habanero wings?
No. That's
Because that's what you brought me.
No, I brought you the.
I thought you brought me the habanero wings with the only blue cheese that I will eat.
I have that recipe too.
Good. Good.
I do tweak a couple things, but
You know what? That's okay, though. Because what chef is truly happy with any recipe that he comes up with?
yeah. I mean, that wasn't my recipe. That was.
Theirs.
I'll name drop this one. Alex Morgan. That was his recipe.
Wait, is
Who?
Alex Morgan and Morgan the same people?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Alex Morgan's a fucking badass, dude. Like,
Oh, okay. Dude, I thought you were going to stop there and you'd be like, Alex Morgan's a fuck. And I'm like,
no,
okay.
he's I can't even explain in words how badass that dude is.
Yeah. What's he do now?
He lives in.
Is he the one that went north?
Yes.
Started the restaurant.
No, he didn't start a restaurant.
Okay.
He went north and worked at a few places in Maine.
Yeah, Portland, Maine.
Yep.
Oddly enough.
Then he moved down. I think he's in Greenville, South Carolina now.
If you remember the name of the restaurant, we'll throw him out right here.
I don't remember.
Alex Morgan. Look him up. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, something. Find him. Go to his restaurant.
Great
Do
guy.
something. Great dude. Chuck, stop.
I think I'm the only person he's yelled at in any of the kitchens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you being a fuckhead?
No, I just got.
Tell me your number one kitchen fuck up.
Number one kitchen fuck up.
The one that you were responsible for. Tell me your number one kitchen fuck up. You're a professional chef. Curtis could have Michelin stars. The only problem is that we live in Wilmington, North Carolina, and we don't really do Michelin stars here.
there's obviously a few.
Who?
No. I'm saying fuck ups.
No, I get that, but what's the number one? What's the one that you were like, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I can't cook anymore. I'm
Probably
done.
the newest one, where it happened just a few days ago.
Okay.
Where I was trying to clean the oven. At
But you're
work.
not cooking.
Right, but I was cleaning the oven at work.
Okay.
And I got one of my I needed to get the oven door off.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked one of my line cooks. I was like, "Hey, do you think you could take this off?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, it's fine. Like, Totally easy.
Mm-hmm.
I come back like
It's like 2 screws.
no, it's way more than that.
Well, y'all
Come
have
back-
professional ovens, so.
Come back like an hour later, and they have. I'm not gonna say the gender. I'm not gonna say the name.
Them.
I'm gonna say them.
Them.
Because I don't want to put this person
On blast.
right. I come back like an hour later because I like had okayed it,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked this person like 3 times. I'm like, "Are you sure you're gonna be able to put everything back together the way it came out?" And they were just like, "Yeah, that's fine." Like, I got it. And then the 3rd time I asked, they're like, "It's not rocket science. I can do this."
It's not rocket surgery,
This
baby.
person is getting a college degree.
Mm-hmm.
Think they're smarter than everyone there. So I was
One of
like,
them
okay,
assholes.
fine.
Do it.
And they ended up mixing up all the screws. And it just seems like they were just putting screws in, different sizes in different spots. I was like,
So a Dodge assembly line.
but I was just like, you realize like each, exactly. But I was like, you do realize each screw does serve a purpose depending on the length and size.
Yep.
And they had just thrown them all together, so I had to separate everything. And at that time, my owner came in and he was like, "No, like,
No.
don't do this." I was like, "I know, like, I'm sorry." Like,
We fucked up.
I was like,
But I get that. But that's not really like cooking food.
"That's not cooking food."
That's not cooking food. That's not culinary.
Okay.
That's just being like a dingus when you're taking shit apart.
And granted, it wasn't 100% my fault, but I okayed it.
But you're the one who okayed it, so
Yeah.
it's on you.
Right. And that's what I told Jake.
The failure of a team is the failure of a leader.
That's what I told the owner, but he knows how to fix it.
Yeah.
Basically, there's like 2 levers on the bottom of the door that need to get hooked into holes.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't figure it out. I spent 2 days working on it.
That's because you're a dingus.
Well,
You're a
there's
dingus.
there's a certain way to put it together,
Uh-huh.
and he knows how to do it. But he didn't tell me how to do it.
Well,
So-
then that's a failure on his part.
So I was like, just tell me how to do it. Just show me real quick. Like, it would have taken him 2 minutes. And then he's like, no.
But he couldn't make the time, so he's a failure of a
Jesus
leader.
Christ. It ended up being a really big ordeal for no reason.
Mhm.
And now he's still making fun of me for it.
Fight him.
But it's fine. I mean, it's whatever. I'm on my way out anyway.
I know.
That one I kind of like lost sleep over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt really bad about that one.
Yeah. As far as culinary cooking, like mise en place, prep, cooking, service, whatever, something like that. I want to know what the number one fuck up for you is.
So
I want to make you into a person so that people can relate, Curtis.
probably the worst moment, there was a couple worst moments with Alex actually, where I like failed. Like, I had a customer walk out because they waited too long for a dessert. That one was bad.
That one hurts. Still hurts today, don't it?
Yeah, because I remember that one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Crispy's got his nickname for a particular reason.
what happened was, yeah, with that
How many trays did he go through?
3.
Love you, Crispy.
What happened with that one was there was 22 items coming off my station. 22 dishes coming off the station that I worked on.
Why?
I don't know.
That's horrible.
So I got really fucked.
Yeah.
Like, really, really fucked. And I'm very new in my career at this point. And
That had to have been, what, 2-3 years in?
maybe 2.
Okay.
Maybe 2 years in.
So
Even
you're
after
still-
being a
you're-
dishwasher.
Yeah, you're still wet
Prep.
behind the ears on that point.
Yeah.
Way
from
wet.
Dishwasher prep to baking to
Yeah.
working garmager. On garmager, that's when I got fucking rocked. And even after that day, that's when Alex yelled at me.
Mm-hmm.
And after that day, he reevaluated the menu, and he was even like, "Yeah, there's a lot of shit."
22 items coming off of one station sounds like a fucking bad idea.
Well, it's because we also did all the desserts.
Yeah, I get that.
So
But still,
yeah,
22?
it was a lot.
Dude, that's a lot.
So
I think in most kitchens, me personally, just complete idiot when it comes to culinary, running the kitchen, anything like that. I think at the most I would want 10 things coming off of one station. 'Cause, I mean, realistically, in a restaurant, how many stations do you have?
So Pembroke's was different than RX.
No, I know that.
So Pembroke's was kind of the pinnacle.
Try to think like industry average.
Well, I'll say with the pinnacle, like
Okay.
what we had.
Okay.
So with the pinnacle, and this is probably totally wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but from what I've gathered, because I worked at Landfall Country Club for a little bit when I was really young,
Yeah.
and then I went to this place, and they were kind of set up the same.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Garmager, which is cold apps,
Yep.
which can be hot apps too, apparently.
That's
That was part of my 22.
ridiculous. Anyway, so you
So-
got one.
You have cold apps, you can have a fry guy,
Okay, so 2.
you have a grill guy,
Yep. 3.
you have a saute,
4.
you can have a guy that works a hot pass,
5.
and then a expo.
Yeah. So you got 6 stations essentially, give or take.
Yeah. So expo is really just there for
To
garnishing,
yeah.
wiping plates, then it sends out.
Yeah.
Hot does
They're the
the
director.
plating. Yeah.
They're the director in the orchestra of the food going to where it needs to go. I've expoed.
Except for, well, that was.
I mean, I worked at a Chili's. Hi, welcome Chili's. I did, and I was a busboy, and a couple shifts I was an expo.
Yeah. And then I know like True Blue's in there now. I don't know how they're running things. They may have like,
I don't know, but apparently that place is fucking outstanding.
I mean, good.
They've been there for what?
So the chef there,
2-3 years?
Bobby Zimmerman,
Isn't he the one from Landfall?
I worked for him at Landfall,
Yeah.
and he was
Apparently, homie's killing it.
he was a good dude to me. A friend of mine, Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's doing really good there. He did after Carson left Pallet's food truck, Parker went there and ran that for a while. His food looked really good.
Too weird name dropping like a motherfucker.
It's fine.
It'll be fun. Parker's a good dude.
These are guys that like I'm okay with.
Carson is a good dude too.
I'm okay with name dropping with these
Yeah.
guys because I've worked with them
Well, there's no last name either, so.
and I get along with them very
Mm-hmm.
well.
Hey, whoever we're name dropping, if you want to come on the podcast, fucking hit me up. If you can't hit me up, hit him up. He'll get you to me.
Yeah.
I'd love to have any of them.
Parker's running basically like the vegetable area over at True Blue because I guess he's trying to gear towards that a little bit more.
Is he vegetarian?
No. Even Bobby Zimmerman wants to gear a little bit. I guess the menu a little bit more veggie focused.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, that's weird for me because it's a butcher shop.
Anybody can cook protein.
Oh, I know. But
Anybody can cook protein. You're going to bring your regulars, your customers back with the sides. How many times have we argued this?
oh no, I know that. I've always said that.
Yeah, you're the one who convinced me of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can legit just eat your protein at home and so whatever.
Dude, I can make a steak in a cast iron pan and be like, pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good steak. A little salt, a little pepper, a little olive oil.
you
Done.
can cook it however the fuck you want here,
Man,
but you don't know how to cook your vegetables however the fuck you want here.
I'll fucking fight you. I know how to cook vegetables. You hit them with olive oil, hit them with salt, hit them with pepper, fucking flash fry in a goddamn pan and call it a day.
Wrong.
Depending on what vegetable. Don't be mean. That's what I do, though.
Wrong
because
oil.
normally, what I do, yeah, I know. I use olive oil for fucking everything.
It just smokes too much.
It does. It smokes. It smokes quick because the smoke point's kind of low.
It's like the lowest.
It's not the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
That's why people,
Canola and fucking vegetable have lower, aren't they?
no, canola and vegetable are like the straight medium.
Okay.
Olive oil's the bottom, and then you have rapeseed
Yep.
and
Grape seed.
grapeseed, and then I think maybe avocados up there as well.
Avocado oil is expensive, so fuck that.
They're all the higher smoke point
Yeah.
oils
they're
are
expensive.
expensive,
But you
but
only need a dab.
you don't
That will
need.
do you.
You invest in it. Say, you go buy it, and then you still have it for a month. What's $10 during a month?
Fair enough.
And that's if you're cooking with it every day.
Dude, whatever. My vegetables are delicious.
I'm just saying.
My vegetables are delicious because I mainly cook asparagus. I turn that shit on high, hit it with some salt, hit it with some garlic, hit it with some pepper, call it a night. Done.
Dude, I made some
What's wrong?
killer asparagus the other night.
Yeah.
After you, I made some with Sarah.
How dare you?
Well,
How dare you cheat on me with asparagus
I made
and Sarah?
like a like a veggie. So I use the pan I use my asparagus in to make like a veggie like white wine butter sauce because it's
Okay.
deglazed and all that
Yeah.
shit. And then emulsified with some butter, and then I use that butter and stuff to put back over the steak and stuff. But the fact that asparagus absorbed some of that, and then the asparagus got into that butter sauce, made it delicious.
Hell yeah. Dude, I love asparagus.
It was always better than like
Dude, when we
deglazing with with protein like steak and stuff. Like just using the asparagus fond at the bottom was like better for that application
I got you.
instead of using fish or anything. So I may start doing that from now on. It was great.
Done. So, I've got the biggest question of the night. How do you feel about vinegar-based barbecue?
You know I love it.
I know you love it. Because you're a fucking stupid North Carolinian. Because you sons of bitches have shitty pigs. And
We don't have shitty pigs. We have great pigs. We have good pigs.
so what does vinegar do to protein?
Well, I know it breaks down the enzymes.
It breaks down the enzymes, right?
And everything.
So that tenderizes it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
You have shitty tough pigs, bro.
what goes into mustard?
A little bit of vinegar.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it tastes better. You got more flavor profile, bro. I got you.
Throw it in
Don't worry. I got you.
Throw that shit in there.
I will.
And me, like, dude, I'm not a snob when it comes to that.
I am.
Except when it comes to, like, the really thick, like, Kansas City ketchup shit.
Is Kansas City really known for its ketchup barbecue? I thought Kansas City is who made burnt ends.
No. That's, like, Texas does burn ends.
No, I'm fairly sure Kansas City is the one who did burnt ends.
They have Kansas City ribs,
I understand that, but I
which is
think
very thick
I
sauce.
still think Kansas City. Let me not shake this at you.
No, it's fine.
I'm fairly sure Kansas City is the one who made burnt ends popular.
You may be right. I could be wrong.
Who the fuck cares?
I mean, I'm not.
I
a
like
fucking-
red sauce.
I'm not a fucking genius when it comes
No,
to this
neither am I. Dude, barbecue is one of those things that we could argue about it, and then somebody's going to come in and be like, hey, you're wrong.
And then where I'm moving, like, it's so divided because I'm literally going to the middle of North Carolina. Like,
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, it needs to be ketchup.
Oh,
No, it needs to be vinegar.
Oh, no. I will die on the mustard hill.
I mean, so don't get me wrong, I love mustard sauce.
I'll die on the mustard hill.
I even like the white chicken sauce.
The
The Alabama white.
Alabama white sauce.
I love that stuff.
It's pretty good. Pretty good, but it's not a barbecue sauce. It's a condiment.
I don't know. Like,
It's a fucking condiment.
I think it's perfect for chicken.
Do you cook with it while you're doing it? Are you basing the chicken with white sauce?
They do.
Okay. Fair enough.
They dump the whole chicken in it
Yep.
and they cook with
But
it.
are they basing it during the process?
It's like shortly after, but the way I would do it would be during.
Okay. Okay.
And I think it could
So,
elevate that.
Whenever you do your thing, do an Alabama white sauce chicken
We're not-
shellac.
Off air. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Just I'm gonna say
If any of you fucks take that shit, I'll kill you. I will drive, fly, take a boat, bicycle to wherever the fuck you are, and I will kill you till you're dead.
that's awesome.
Actually, I probably shouldn't say that on air. That was a joke. Don't kill me, FBI. Anyway,
I have certain techniques that I'm gonna apply to certain things.
sir,
That's one.
unless it's Carolina Boys barbecue approved, fuck out of here.
No, yeah.
I gotta get those stickers made.
No, I do like. I'm not the best with the mustard-based barbecue at all.
It's because you didn't grow up on it.
No. I do need to do like a South Carolina tour, like figuring out where I need.
You gotta hit up Maurice's.
Okay.
Maurice's is the top dog when it comes to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was making sure. For some reason I thought it was off. Maurice's is pretty much the king
I
of.
I thought there was a little bug running by. It's just the dog tail.
No, it's just Chuck's tail. Maurice's is one of the common, like South Carolina, like, I was in Columbia. I was in Columbia and I got some barbecue and it was so good. It was Maurice's.
Yeah.
No. If Duke's is still open, Duke's Barbecue, you go there.
So how do you?
I don't want to hear your shit. You
Well-
go to Duke's Barbecue.
Well, I know, but how do you feel about Rodney Scott being vinegar based, even though he's South Carolina?
I'm not going to be mad at him. All right? I'm not mad at him.
Yeah.
I'll try his barbecue. At some point, I need to go. Do you know how long it's been since I've been in Charleston? 8 years.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say 10.
No, it's 8 years. Close to 10. But 8 years. At some point, I need to go down and try Rodney Scott's barbecue.
Yeah.
I've heard it is phenomenal.
Well, the cool thing about
But here's the thing. You say he's vinegar based.
he is on his pork.
He's not, though.
He is.
He's not.
He is.
He's not.
How you say not?
Because he's using it as a base. He's just basting pig.
He is. But then he has a sauce.
No, you're absolutely right. He's
that
a
he-
fucking vinegar trader, is what he is.
But that's what I do with my whole hog. Is the same thing. I
And
do
you're a
that
trader.
same thing.
And you're a trader. You're
Well,
a
if he's-
vinegar.
if
You're
he-
a vinegar-based barbecue trader.
If he's the best, why wouldn't I want to replicate?
Why wouldn't you imitate him?
Yeah.
Look, I have nothing against
And then
people
try to be
that
better.
have made their name with vinegar-based barbecue. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I just don't like vinegar-based barbecue.
Yeah.
And the biggest
mean,
problem
that's fine.
is that I'm vocal about it.
I don't think it's a problem. I think it's great.
No, it's a problem.
It's great.
It's a problem. Because
I have to-
Lexington barbecue. Go. Mute your mic.
We were having such a good discussion.
I know. We'll get there. We'll get back. We'll get back.
Green.
Green.
Sorry, we had to take a pee break there for a second.
Bitch break. Anyway.
Well, been drinking, I gotta pee.
What the fuck were we talking about?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Fuck vinegar-based barbecue. Oh, fuck all of you up.
Went through that.
Yep.
Um,
I would love to have Rodney Scott's barbecue.
yeah, I think. I
would.
mean, I've never tried it.
It's legit. So what I'm gonna do is I've got this cupcake. Nothing but cakes. That's I think this place. Whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Anyway,
Great.
explain to me,
Mhm.
like I'm a 5-year-old child,
Okay.
why vinegar-based barbecue is good, and I'm gonna eat this cupcake.
Well, the fact that the acid and the fat
Mhm.
complement each other so much that and not only the vinegar does break down the enzymes and tenderizes it essentially, but it makes it more tender than what you can have with not using that vinegar. So if you have a whole hog, are you basting that whole thing in mustard the whole time?
Depends on who you ask.
But that's gonna char. Mustard chars.
Yeah, it does. I think mustard is mainly a finishing sauce.
It is.
Mhm.
So that's the reason why for me with vinegar base, it's a whole throughout.
All right.
Like the whole process, like you have to base the whole thing with vinegar throughout the whole thing.
Mm.
And then you see those juices popping up.
Yep.
And,
You get the bubbles. You get the nice crisply.
yes, sir.
All that good stuff. But so
But there's this level of heatness that you get with the chili flake and everything with
Mhm.
the vinegar
Mhm.
that I enjoy it. And for me, and I think maybe for you that doesn't really enjoy it hot that much,
spicy, I'm a bitch.
but
Go check out the Burning Love brownie.
exactly. It's great, guys. Go watch that one. With vinegar, it does kind of counteract a lot of the heat because when you're cooling something down with like hot sauce and stuff, you add a little vinegar, counteracts that heat because we're throwing chili flake and stuff like that. It's almost like it's definitely not a complete sauce. It's
Yeah.
like that. But from where we're at, that's where we're at. But the thing for me when I'm doing it, so I'm trying to do all of my own vinegars.
Hmm.
So every time I make a sauce and everything, it's completely my own.
Okay.
Because I'm making my own apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
I'm making my own, like, start to bottom.
Mm.
That's it. Like, that's what's gonna separate me from the next guy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy the Bragg's vinegar.
Which everybody cheats with.
I'm gonna ferment my own apples to the point where we're getting apple cider, to the point where we're getting vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
That's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess.
If you don't like that bite, I understand.
Yeah, I can't really tell you why I don't like vinegar-based barbecue.
Some people do not like vinegar.
Well, I mean that they're weird, so that's a weakness in the gene pool.
I guess so. I guess it can leave a little.
Oh, by the way, this is going to go completely off the rails. So, if you want intelligent discussion, stop it now.
Yeah, I've already had plenty of wine at this point. So basically, so it can leave a little lingering mouthfeel for people. But the reason why I like it is because another reason is because the vinegar will kind of cleanse your palate off the fat of the pork.
I thought that's what the ginger on sushi was for. Oh, palate cleanser.
Dude, fuck that ginger. I hate that shit.
Why?
It's fucking gross.
Some people say that it tastes like carpet cleaner.
I just think it tastes gross.
I haven't personally tasted carpet cleaner, so I don't know.
I haven't either, but I know I don't like it, so I don't use it. I love wasabi though,
Fair.
even though that wasabi is like just
The
like,
wasabi in America is green horseradish.
it's just powder or some
It's
shit.
green horseradish.
Yeah,
9 times out of 10. Unless you're going somewhere where you're paying like
But I-
$100 for a roll.
but I love that flavor.
Mm-hmm. Fucking vinegar-based barbecue.
But with like the mustard and stuff, like I totally understand for like
It's just like the difference.
with chicken. Like
Yeah.
I love it. Like that's great. To me, that's
Dude, the pork
fantastic.
chops you made the other night were fucking phenomenal.
And yeah, like little things like
Could have
that.
used a touch more. A little bit more basting on the mustard.
I didn't make enough,
I know you didn't.
but I didn't expect
we
to do
also-
it.
We also tempt it with mustard.
But we also Tim's.
Yeah, room temp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we also like made it in 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Just like the meal I did here was a 30-minute meal.
Yep.
So
What do you
red
do?
wine, juice, steak, and veggies in 30 minutes.
Fucking steak was so
That's not too
That
bad.
steak was so good.
That's not bad.
That's the best thing that's come out of my apartment. Other than
I will
wine
say
steak.
what red wine juice.
Red wine jus. Je.
Yeah.
Je.
But like the other night, whenever we cooked, we were like, all right, let's go to the grocery store. Pork chops. It's like, well, I got onions at the house, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, let's do broccoli. Literally, you were on the phone. I was prepped, ready to go while you were talking to your brother on the phone.
Yeah, well, I was talking to
It was
Killian.
literally 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I had everything blanched, ready.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, I remember.
For-
because I was cold shocking your broccoli
Yeah.
in the sink.
so for a 30-minute meal, that's not bad.
No, not at all. But I mean, to the average, like, I don't know, to the average home cook, what do you think makes like a good meal? Is it 30 minutes or is it 45 minutes or what do you think for like a good meal for somebody who's an average home cook?
Hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Hour prep?
Maybe not hour.
Includes no. That includes mise en place. That includes sauce and things like that. You know, they start with they got carrots, they got celery, they got potatoes, they got tomatoes, they got their protein.
For your average cook, if you want sauce and stuff, do it a day ahead of time.
Absolutely, it's just like spaghetti.
I mean, not only sauces take a lot of time to do.
Yeah, sauces take time because the first day you can be like, oh man, this is delicious, it's so good, it's such a great sauce, and then that very next day you've got a 50-50 shot of man, this sauce has gotten better with the day, or this sauce has turned into absolute shit.
Yeah. So I did a dinner for some friends in the mountains, and for one sauce, it was a straight duck red wine shoe.
Okay.
So it's extremely ducky, which is kind of weird for
Ooh,
one.
ducky.
Which is kind of weird for
I
one.
love duck.
Which typically you do a demi with like veal or veal bones and stuff like that. But
Demi-glace is what you're talking about?
yeah, you take your demi and turn it to red wine
Yeah.
after that. But you take a red wine induction, and it's
You're throwing a lot of terms out of there that probably the people that are listening to this are going to be like, what in the fuck is he talking about?
I know.
Anyway.
Sorry, guys. It's
They'll
one
be
of those
fine.
things I get a little excited and then I'm going on about it.
No. I love it when you get excited.
But it takes.
turns into delicious food.
It took 3 full days. I took a. How big it was? Probably like a 6-gallon. No, it was way more than that.
6 gallons.
8 gallons
8 gallons.
down to this.
Homie. Let me put this into perspective real quick for the people that are actually watching. You took 8 of these.
Yeah, easily.
8 of these. And turn it into that.
That cup of wine. That's about it.
that cup.
It costs about $500, and it probably, honestly, it should have cost me about $800 to do.
Sir, what is wrong with you?
But
You
I
can't
got-
put a price
I
on
got shit
taste.
from the restaurant.
You can't put a price on taste.
So
can't.
whenever you see red wine jus in a restaurant, they cost like, that sauce costs about $1,000 I mean, if you're
The fuck?
including
$1,000 for a fucking red wine jus?
if you're including the labor hour,
Uh-huh.
the ingredients and everything, it costs a lot. I mean, especially if you're buying like what we do at RX is all
Premium
taste.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're buying all premium,
You buying preem.
if you're buying all premium shit, it costs you about $1,000.
Jesus.
So like that's
Remind
the
me to
reason
never open a restaurant with your ass. You're gonna be cost inefficient as fuck.
why I'm doing barbecue before I do fine dining.
So
go-
you can have your moneymaker and then you can fuck off and waste all your money.
Yep. I won't waste it. It'll make some money. It won't make the most. I already know that.
You'll be at like a 7% profit margin.
That's just the way it is. But that's my fun money. It's
Yeah,
my
exactly.
fun place. And eventually, you know what?
I can do whatever
Guess
the fuck
what?
I want.
Maybe if it is fun enough,
15 seats.
people will just
15.
enjoy it and they'll pay for it.
Dude, you do it in the back of the barbecue restaurant. In the back of it.
I don't want to do that.
Fuck you.
There's so much smoke and stuff coming out of there. I know, but it's different.
Remember, they're white collar people. They don't understand that like good food takes time and effort. They just expect, I'm gonna pay you $100 for this plate of food, and it just magically appears.
When really it takes fucking
24 hours.
one sauce takes 3 days.
Yeah. And for like,
And
let's
that's a
say,
basic sauce. Like red wine jus is fairly basic.
in French cuisine,
Yeah.
where does red wine jus come out of? Is it French?
Yeah, you do a demi,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Demi-glace.
Yeah, a demi glace.
Yep.
And then you go from that to a red wine jus after that. Some people that I work with do it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
People that I've worked under have done it wrong.
These things
The
happen,
guy
bro.
that I trained under recently did it the correct way because he trained with what was it? It was Charlie Trotter's sous chef or something like that. I think it was Charlie Trotter. I could be wrong.
They're not looking for factual information here, bud.
I know, but he's the guy that. So the way Charlie Trotter did it is the way this guy did it, and then Will, my mentor, recently taught me how to do it that way.
Yeah.
It is the proper way to do it.
Okay.
And it's because a lot of times people make it and they just dump raw red wine into stock, and you can do it in like 2 days with that.
Raw red wine and stock doesn't sound like a good idea because that sounds like it's going to be boozy as fuck.
Well, it just tastes a little bitter and not
Got fuck
quite
with
as
tannins in there.
quite as umptious as it should be, where you're kind of focused on the quality of the stock instead of the red. You're supposed to reduce red wine all the way down to a gel. Basically, it's called all sec, but and different charring of different vegetables and mirepoix and stuff like that. it's a process.
So how do you feel mirepoix? What is mirepoix?
Onion, celery, carrot.
So it's the holy trinity of gumbo.
Gumbo is
Onion, celery, and carrot.
No. Gumbo is onion, celery, peppers, or something like that.
I'm fairly sure it's carrots.
It's different there.
Fairly sure
It's different
carrots.
in Louisiana.
Yeah, because motherfuckers talk like this, and you have no idea what they're
You gotta
saying
go
to
catch
you.
the
son.
gator. You
You
gotta
gonna
get
get that gator.
It's
Dude,
different.
we are being so mean to people down there.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. Nobody's
Troy
listening at
from
this point.
what was it? Troy from what was that? Swamp People.
Troy.
Oh, Liz Biff.
Oh, Lisbeth.
Little Biff. We gotta get
Shoot
that
him!
gator.
Shoot him!
Shoot him, gator. We gotta
Shoot
shoot
him.
that gator.
It's not SH, it's CH. Shoot him.
Alright. That's a little bad.
Yeah, we're being mean. We can't be
No,
mean.
I forgot what the
Dude, I'm fairly
the
sure
Holy
the Holy
Trinity.
Trinity, garlic, onion, and celery.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up. Jamie, look that shit up.
Jamie. Sorry, Lindsay.
She'll be fine. She's still awake. She's gonna come out of the room and she's gonna fucking murder both of us.
Alright, don't just look up Holy Trinity because that's a bunch of fucking churches.
Churches?
Yeah.
Church chicken?
No, just churches in Raleigh and just church. Holy Trinity Church.
Fuck. Fuck all that religion shit. What the fuck? Oh, that's Hoyman. Okay.
Holy Trinity Louisiana Cooking. There we go.
What you got? Dude, the people that are watching this
Oh,
are
it's
like, yo, what the fuck? They're on their
It's
phones.
a fucking etouffee,
It'll be fine.
gumbo,
We ain't got no
jambalaya.
fucking. We don't have a Jamie. Ugh.
It is bell pepper.
Really?
Yeah, it's
What's the whole
onions, green bell pepper,
Okay.
and celery.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of green in there.
So I wasn't off.
Wow. I thought it was carrots.
The variants do use
Carrots though is mise en place for French.
no, mise en place means no,
Everything in place.
Yeah. Mirepoix. is-
Mirepoix.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, because all French cooking is essentially based off of what is it? Onion, celery, and carrots, and a fuckload of butter.
Well, I wouldn't say it's all based on it's based off of butter.
Yeah, it's butter. It's pretty food that tastes like butter.
But mirepoix
I'll say it.
is a good base for anything you're cooking, especially if you're braising anything.
Okay.
If you're braising stuff for a long time, onions, carrots, celery, garlic,
Yeah.
throw that shit in there. Me, I'm a big thyme herb guy. You throw certain things in there. There's some thyme in there.
But do you have time to fuck around? Anyway, thyme versus rosemary.
We talked about this.
What does rosemary bring to the party?
Pine.
Thyme.
I don't
Okay.
know. To me, it tastes.
Separate the two. Separate the two. They're two different individuals.
Well, there's also different variants of each kind.
Okay, the rosemary that I'm going to steal from every single place that I see it.
So you can get rosemary off the street in Wilmington. It grows
Exactly.
everywhere.
It grows everywhere.
Just steal it.
And that's what I reckon.
Take it from the top of the bush, guys.
Yep.
Because dogs piss all over that shit.
On the bottom.
So take it from the top. Little tip.
Yeah.
And wash the fuck out of it.
Oh, dude. In Leland, there was a place, Eddie Romanelli's, some sort of Italian joint.
I thought they were cool. I don't think they exist anymore.
I
But
think they're out there.
could be. Fucking come at me. Right here. Come at me. Anyway,
It used to be.
Killian and I fucking wrecked their fucking rosemary bushes in front. We grabbed like fucking 6 stalks a piece and we were like, snatch that shit. We're doing them a favor.
So
Rosemary grows like fucking wildfire.
yeah, I mean you could grow it. You could literally throw a little bit out here
Yeah.
and it'll grow.
It'll grow on my porch.
Wilmington is such a hotbed for rosemary, but
I think anywhere is a fucking
Rosemary
hotbed
is
for
just-
rosemary.
just a very robust fucking flavor, man. Like
It's a robust herb.
yeah, like
Okay. So, thyme or rose? So go on to thyme because we did
so
rosemary.
with thyme, there's a bunch of different kinds of thyme.
THYME, by the way.
So right now I'm growing a lemon thyme that smells like soap,
Okay.
but
Cilantro.
it's different.
I love cilantro.
Let's say
So, anyway, lemon thyme. Okay.
it's kind of like the zest of lemon and thyme together.
Alright.
It's okay. It
Sounds
smells
pretty
like
good.
it smells like soap. You tried it the other day because I put it all over those tomatoes that I grilled over the fire.
Which were delicious. So,
But it tastes different. It
Okay.
tastes really earthy and thyme, like very savory.
mhm.
But
I
when you're
don't think
making
a lot of people know what like savory is.
it's pretty solid.
You know what I'm saying?
I can-
Is that like I don't
it's
think
hard-
I don't think like the average consumer of food. You know, just the guy like fucking guy, gal, whatever, they, them, all that shit. They run up to the store and they're like, "Man, I want something good."
So the only way, like, it's hard for me to explain that. That's the hardest thing to say for savory,
Yeah.
like earthy.
Like trying to explain umami to somebody.
yeah,
It's like,
umami, earthy.
yep. What are the? It's 5 of them, right? It's heat, sweet,
I
sour,
don't know.
salt, spice, and umami, right? It's 6 of
Something
them
like that.
for the taste.
Yeah.
And the umami is like, it's everything wrapped up into one.
Basically,
Yeah.
which like shiitake mushrooms are kind of like one of those things.
That's one of those flavor bombs. Tomatoes.
Yeah,
Tomatoes are flavor bombs of umami.
but
Anyway, we were talking
Truffle.
about thyme. Fucking
truffles.
truffles. Why are fucking truffles so expensive?
It's hard to get.
No, they're not. You know there's some son of a bitch out there chilling on a mountainside and he's like, yeah, truffles are about $50 a pound, I'm sorry. And he goes into his greenhouse where he's got 5,000 pounds of it. And he's like, oh yeah, here's your 5 pounds.
I don't know what it is. I know there's
There's black, white. I think there's a couple different truffles. But I know white truffle is a big thing, and I know black truffle is a big thing.
well, it's not only that is like you have your spring black and your summer black and you have your fall white.
We're getting a little confusing for the average viewer, though.
It's
Black and white truffles. That's pretty much what it is.
yeah. I know.
If
But
you're not paying
they
attention, though.
change throughout the year.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same as like prosciutto. So
Yeah.
prosciutto, a lot of times with prosciutto, people think like, oh, this is gonna be. You go
It's
to
gonna
a
be ham.
you
Tammy.
go to a farmer and
Yep.
you buy this leg of pork off of them. So what they
In America or Spain?
I want to do this in America.
Proper?
Yes. So I want to do this in America.
Yep.
Not a lot of people want to do this.
No.
And
Feed them acorns all day?
no hazelnuts
You're a crazy son of a bitch, but I like where you're going with it.
because hazelnut farms
Yeah.
create more money.
What? Unmute your mic. That way it can be ridiculous. Are you green or are you orange?
I'm green on the top.
So you're hot.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're hot.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So no, we were talking about the future of me doing prosciutto with hazelnut farms.
That's right.
So
If you're expecting anything educational at this
saying-
point, you're wrong.
you were saying with everything, you're like,
Well,
oh, you're
that's
gonna feed
because-
them acorns and stuff. It's like, no, hazelnuts, because
Yeah, because that's what they do with the what are those pigs? That breed of pig. The ones that they make the leg on the stand with the fancy knife.
I 100% don't remember. It's
We don't know the name, but we know what we're talking about.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
I know
pretty
they
deep
live,
in
if I'm not
alcohol at this
mistaken.
point.
Yeah, we're super fucked up. They live on like a diet of acorns and like savory food.
So the idea is, with an acorn farmer,
Mm-hmm.
you can make about $3,000 to $4,000 an acre a year.
It's not that much.
But
That's
it's-
land prices in North Carolina.
But that's an income stream. You say you have your pigs on that same area,
Yeah,
and you have specialty pigs.
Yeah.
You can charge extra.
you can.
For them.
$1,000 for a 100-pound pig.
Like,
People will pay for it.
well, not only that, just for prosciutto,
Yeah.
just the half the leg quarter.
What is prosciutto?
It's just like the here down.
Yeah, it's the leg down.
We're talking about this
is
good
it
meat.
cured? Is it uncured?
Cured.
It's cured.
You cure.
Salt, sugar rub, what's up? Or
Uh,
just humidity, like a dry
Depending on how you're doing it, it's salt and smoke, or
Okay.
just salt,
Okay.
and it's dry
So it's
aged.
fancy bologna.
Dry aged for a long time. Bologna's emulsified.
Bologna is smoked.
Bologna is a mixture of meats that,
Yeah.
and herbs and spices that have been emulsified with.
So how does the pig's digestive system not do that?
It's different.
No, it's not.
It's,
How?
so your
If you smoke prosciutto, it's bologna.
no, bologna's not the same. It's not the same at all.
It's so much fun to fuck with you. No, I get what you're saying. But prosciutto, it's cut out of the thigh on a pig, right? Essentially.
Basically, down to the knee joint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want anything.
There's
past the
actually
knee.
different. So the way the muscles work and
Mhm.
everything, there's different parts that are better than other parts
Okay.
of the leg.
Yeah,
So
because
it's like your quad and your hamstring are completely different.
your hamstring would probably taste better.
I mean,
Out of the quad and hamstring, what do you think would taste better?
it's depends on how you live, where the fat is.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I got fat right here. It's on the inside of the thigh.
so
That's
you're
a good spot.
you're definitely a hamstring.
Oh yeah, that's tasty.
So some people may be a quad person.
Ooh, could be a quad person. People that don't do squats.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you never know. Like each pig can be different, but that's the reason why doing the hazelnut farm. It's like you haven't, like you said, with other
You think
income
hazelnut would
streams.
just lead to? Would that lead to like a natural sweetness kind of thing?
It'll be a natural sweetness, and then you can give them other things as well.
Absolutely. You got to make sure your pigs are happy.
Yes.
It's just like
And
happy
then
cows make good cheese.
say you own even 50 acres at $4,000 an acre,
Yeah,
you're making a year.
yeah, that's $200,000.
I mean, you don't have to just worry about that. I mean, you can probably make more depending on
Hello, Chuck.
the way the candy industry goes, the coffee industry, like they're all about hazelnuts and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And like you can sell to different restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I got these hazelnuts. Here you go.
So, a lot of people obviously they associate hazelnuts with Nutella.
Yes.
Do you think you'd get like that deep kind of like chocolatey kind of taste
could.
out of a pig
You could.
if you just obviously this would be
It's that deep nutty place.
probably not the best thing to feed a pig is just straight hazelnuts. Obviously, you need to supplement, give them other things like
Right.
that. But do you think, let's go completely crazy and hypothetical here. If you gave a pig straight fucking hazelnuts, do you think it would taste a touch like Nutella?
There's a chance. Well, they do have other additives.
Yeah,
into
they have
Nutella.
like, if I'm not mistaken, they do like milk fats, a couple of pieces of chocolate. Chuck,
Bunch of
quit
stuff.
fucking with the body packs. Come on. Over
You
here.
could have the idea behind what I'm gonna try to do. It is with a friend of mine.
Don't be throwing the shit out there, buds. People steal that shit.
I know. We're not going for that barnyard taste, dude. Like, there's times of the year
Mucking
where,
around the pigs.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's times of the year, like, whenever I used to get, country ham from.
Farms.
There's I could throw it out there. It's Benson Farms. Like everybody knows who fucking Benson Farms is.
Okay.
We
Look,
would
we
get.
talked before about not name dropping.
Well,
We've
that one I
done
can't.
nothing but name drop.
Well, I
So,
name dropped
they'll be
in certain areas and I didn't in certain areas.
They'll be fine. Anyway,
As you saw.
Benson Farms.
Yeah, like there's certain times of the year I would taste their country ham where we slice it like it's basically like prosciutto.
Yeah.
I would
It's
taste
salt cured at that point,
it,
yeah.
and I tasted it. I was like, oh, this is
Not great.
not the best. And then there was times of the year I was like, man, this is fucking great. Like this is amazing. Like best prosciutto like I've ever tried. Like granted, like if you cure it in the U.S. and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, certain things don't make it prosciutto, but it's cured ham.
Fucking whatever. It's not champagne. This is from the Champagne region of France. Well, fuck you. It's not Four Loko without caffeine in it, so fuck all you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's income streams.
We're not doing business on this podcast.
We're not.
We're not gonna give them a business lesson. We've already talked about cars. We've talked about culinary. Chuck is being the cutest dog ever.
Some car. We didn't talk about that much.
Nah, that's true. But like business stuff, I need to get somebody who legitimately knows what they're talking about to talk, because I'm an idiot and I think of things too simply. Because it's like, oh, how do I run a successful business? You make more money than you spend.
Yeah, but
Do you want to know what I do? You want to know what the number one piece of business advice that I ever got was?
So,
Think of it running a business, right?
Yeah.
You got your overhead costs, you got your profit margin, shit like that. Fuck all of that. Literally, all you need to do is make more money than you spend.
well, yeah. I mean,
No,
just breaking it down.
No. You're thinking too far. You make more money than you spend. That's how you run a successful business. I don't care about the labor. I don't care about the overhead. I don't care about that silly shit. I don't want the labor. I just want the baby. Like I said earlier.
Yeah.
You make more money than you spend. That's all you do to run a successful business.
Yeah.
What? What is it, Chuck? Yeah, I'm fully convinced that whenever I take the dogs out of the podcast, people are going to be like, yo, what the fuck? Why aren't your dogs here, bro? The hell's going on here?
Well, you bring this over to my place, we have 3
Oh,
forceful dogs.
well, the nice thing about your place is that you have that sick dining room table that we can, like, shoot against the windows. So we wouldn't have the dogs in there.
We can do another one.
Oh, we will. Before you leave.
Yeah, we'll do another one.
Yeah. But
You want to wrap this one up, or do you want to?
fuck yeah, we'll wrap this one up. Fuck it. We've hit a lot of good subjects. The biggest thing is, what's the difference between prosciutto, and pancetta?
Prosciutto and pancetta.
Ooh, good question, right?
So
Actually, let me rephrase
you know
that
what?
real
Let's
quick.
not answer that, and let's leave that to the
No,
guests.
no.
Yeah.
What is the difference between pancetta and bacon? Remember, we're dealing with mainly 100% American audience.
I'll put it simply: curing process.
Yeah?
Curing and smoking process.
Well, I thought pancetta was uncured.
What's bacon?
It's cured with smoke and some other stuff.
I just put it.
Little fancy shit.
I don't know exactly what portion pancetta of where the pig comes.
The
where-
fucking shit says uncured on it.
Well, you can get it cured.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know exactly what part of the pig the pancetta comes from.
I mean, I can imagine it's probably just cubed bacon. That's what it looks like.
Well, bacon's belly,
Pork belly.
but pancetta could.
Do you remember whenever pork belly became a thing? It was like, oh my god, pork belly! And it's like, dude, it's just thick cut bacon.
Well,
It's thick cut bacon.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's another
Bacon
episode.
comes from... No! Fuck you! Bacon comes from the same spot.
It does. You can
So what's the difference between pork belly and bacon?
curing process.
Shut up. No.
Yeah.
If you took pork belly
Yeah.
and you sliced it thin,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say thin. If you did like quote unquote thick cut bacon, like Oscar Mayer and all those silly sons of bitches do, and you fried bacon and pork belly side by side, I'm gonna say that pork belly is probably gonna taste better.
The pork belly is gonna taste like pork. The
So it's gonna
bacon.
taste real.
That's the difference between. So a lot of times people like. Okay, I could be totally wrong on this. I won't say that.
Yeah, because we're morons.
But I had this discussion not that long ago with my mom about. Mom's like, I want a ham for my birthday. Her birthday's coming up very soon.
Like honey baked?
That's what I asked, and
Because that's what everybody associates ham with.
and I was like, do you want me to cure it and stuff like that? She's like, no, just like a roasted pork butt ham. And I was like, do you want ham or do you want a roasted pork butt?
Which are two different things because the pork butt is actually the shoulder.
No. So that's the Boston butt.
That's right, Boston butt.
So this is where it gets confusing.
Okay.
So the Boston butt is the shoulder.
Yep.
The pork butt can be a butt, but if you do a ham,
Mm-hmm.
it's how you cure it.
What the fuck?
I know.
Dude, this is silly.
And that's
I need the butcher
That's-
industry to standardize.
the basic way I've been able to break it down is the difference between a pork butt and a ham is the curing process or the brining process.
That sounds so fucking silly.
But
That's like saying,
Again-
"Oh, it's a Pilsner because of how long I fermented it. And it's a fucking ale because of what I put in. Oh, I dry hopped this IPA and made it better. God damn it, we need to stop. We're going to be here forever.
I've thought about that for so long.
You dry hop a pork butt.
Oh, you can do it.
Why not?
I mean, so
What's stopping you? Dry hop a chicken.
the difference, like, we could definitely dry hop something.
Oh, it's gotten ridiculous. Dude, why wouldn't you dry hop something? Because what hops bring a bitterness to it, right?
Yes.
And the oils would probably be pretty good. I need you to do me a favor.
Mhm.
I need you to get some hops and pan fry a chicken with it.
I would do.
Or pan fry a steak. Or pan fry some pork butt. I don't give a fuck.
You just want hoppy.
I just want to know what happens when you pan fry hops with a protein.
It's gonna be like cooking protein with weed. They're in
Okay
the
with
same
that.
family.
I'm okay with that.
That's all it is.
Are you trying to say that hops and marijuana, the devil's lettuce, left-handed tobacco, are the same family? How dare you, sir?
Jesus.
Yeah, right? Anyway. Oh, my God. Fucking, we've been recording long enough. I don't know. What the fuck? Oh, my God. It's nighttime. And I do have to work tomorrow. And at some point, you do too. So
I
what
do.
you need to do for me for the next, as long as you want, promote your shit, talk about whatever the fuck you're doing, talk about what you want to do. Oh, shout out to Crispy,
Yeah,
the
local
old
smoke.
Loki Smoke,
Local smoke.
local smoke,
Good
not
for-
Loki.
Good for him. Like that's a big
Keep an
deal.
eye out.
He's down at South Beach. He's the head chef there. He's got
Yep.
Brad Royal, who's the sous chef. Good dude.
Yes, do your thing. I'm gonna
They're great.
roll over here.
Only thing for me is I'm actually we didn't talk about this, but I'm actually leaving Wilmington and starting my own thing. I'm going to do a commissary kitchen just for food trucks to come into, so I don't have to fight with kitchens and all that stupid shit. And then I'm going to have a all beef barbecue place. This will be called Elroy's. And yeah, that's an inside thing. And then I'm gonna have my barbecue place. It's gonna be Cole Q. And then I've got a fine dining. It's gonna be Cole FD. Yeah.
All right.
Down with it.
Coal fire dining is what's going to stand for.
Coal-fired dining?
Yeah.
Well, I think that sounds fantastic. Anyway, all
Thank
you
you
rotten
guys.
bastards, I love you. I do. I'm sincerely sorry that
It
it
was
took
fun.
so long to do all of this. And if you're listening at this point, I love you. I appreciate you.
And we're
if you're
hammered.
watching at this point, you deserve a medal. It's
Yeah.
fucking champion effort right there.
We're drunk.
So, oh yes, we are definitely drunk. I'm gonna have to get Lindsay to drive you home. Anyway, love you. Bye.
Peace, guys.